I think we're live. Yay. Okay. Let's see. I should bring up my chat so that I can see that. Yeah, bye, says Amelia. Hello, Millie. Why am I yabai? I think I'm pretty normal. I don't think I'm that yabai. Okay. Welcome everyone to the stream. Hello, Phoenix Blood. Hi, Millie. Oh my gosh, some hearts coming in chat. We love to see it. Okay. So, hello everyone. So I'm back for another stream. Today we are doing more uh, Heiretsu. Should be fun. Let's bring up Dolphin Emulator real quick. And do our usual. Oh, it can't find my games. That's cool. It's Totsuyabai. Wow. That that's really something. Why is it doing that? Oh, I see. Here, you know what? We're gonna do a thing real quick. Everyone's gonna see me. You know what? Actually, I'm not gonna let everyone see me do this. I'm gonna be right back. Unannounced Jonko stream. Yeah, this is a Gorilla Live, my friend. I announced it in the Discord 30 minutes ago. Yes, a Gorilla was gonna be streaming. That's so true. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. All right, one sec. I'm gonna be right back as I adjust my paths for Dolphin so that it finds my games. Okay. 複雑なことが絡み合いまくりすぎてもう目の前が見えないや青く澄んだ空永遠に澄み渡ってジェット機が小さく消えてった何気ない仕草と何気なく交わした会話がここに素のシミを作って波紋を描いて広がるその最初の石を平野と川に投げたんだ Okay, OBS just crashed. Cool. Am I back now, folks? Can you all see me? I'm hoping you can all see me. Because I did straight up just crash for a second there, so that's very cool. Love that. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. That was fun. Okay, cool. We're back. Excellent. All right, so we have Dolphin up here. Let's set up our UI properly. Excellent. What was that song? The song, I'll put it in chat. It is by Ryusuke Tanaki and the Library, and it's called Hamon Baby. I think it's like that. I think it's Hamon Babe in English. Let's check real quick. We can bring up Vivaldi real fast. Yeah. So, oh, look at that. We get some lovely firefighter ASMR. Yeah, no problem. Hamon Babe. Yeah, Hamon Babe. Yeah, you can see it's here. Stream it. It's really good. This is right here. This is one of my best friends in Japan. That's pretty fun. And so that's their band. Chapter 5 released tomorrow. Not quite. I'm really lazy and I need to get on it. But Chapter 5 release coming very soon. The full release of Chokuretsu coming very, very soon. I will be working on it all throughout this coming week when I'm going to the UK and such. So that will be very fun. We'll have it good to go. Okay. Yeah, so this will be fun. Yes, Gorilla and Dolphin stream. So true. So true. Okay, yeah. So that yeah, hopefully you guys yeah, enjoy that song. Go stream it. It's very fun. The whole album is actually excellent. Chapter 5 released today. No, not quite Inquisitor. Chapter 5 released probably a couple weeks from now. We'll see. Um so anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we have a couple of bugs we're trying to solve in in our game here in Heiretsu. So we're gonna do our best to fix those bugs. Here, let me see. Can I dock this chat in OBS? No, no, I can't. But I can do. I can. You know, I can do maybe. Oh no, I found before I couldn't do this. Yes, thank you for vouching that the album is good, Millie. Appreciate it. I swear to God, why? You know what? I'm gonna open a new window myself. I'm gonna go to the chat in that window. Okay, perfect. This way I don't have to do pop out, and I can actually pin this window so that it is above everything else. Millie, I'm gonna make you a moderator in my chat. I think I can do that from here. Put user in timeout. Add as moderator. You are I think you are managing moderator. You dare me to put the Millie packet? I feel like that would be distracting, personally. I don't know. Oh, maybe I can just do it from. Can I do it from here? Let's see. More keep above others. And now if I click, oh my gosh, look at that, folks. I did it. I actually did it. You can't see it, but oh my god, don't check how many days it's been since I worked on it. That's it's gonna be bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, I said that I'm worried about your mod status disappearing. No, you're still mod. It's all good. You're all good. Okay. Um yeah, so let's get started here. Let's get started here. So this is our little project here that we have. And I believe I have set up, yeah, this is extract. So we're going to set up a replace option here. And we will get to it in a second. But basically here, this is our Heiretsu project. Oh, thank you for keeping it a secret, Millie. I appreciate it. It's not been 3 years, Inquisitor. It's been like a couple of weeks. I've been working on other things. It's all good. I'm getting back to, like I said, I'm getting back to it. It's gonna be good. But yeah, so we're gonna get to Heiretsu, and we're gonna work on it today. So we have this replace files command here, and we're going to set up. Well, actually, maybe we won't do it this way. Maybe we'll just. I think we should probably just do it through. I have Heiretsu open as well and the other thing, so we'll just do it through that. Let's delete this. So I have Heiretsu open in VS Code as well. This is the translation build, and so we can just build it through here, and I think that will be better for us, just because it will be a little bit easier to have everything already pre-done for us, which is good. So yes, okay. So Heiretsu, the translation has a couple of bugs, mostly surrounding the the decompiler and compiler. So I have reverse engineered, as I mentioned previously, I've reverse engineered the Heiretsu scripting engine. So let's go into that real quick, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Hey, is Heiretsu written in C Sharp? No, Heiretsu, the Heiretsu utility is written in C Sharp. So the translation utility is all C Sharp. Heiretsu itself was, I think, written in C from what I've seen. Could be C++. but I think C is what it was written in. I mean, we can look at some of these function names that are built in. Like, the thing is, I don't see a lot of, I'm assuming C because I don't see a lot of like obvious C++ type functions. Like not obvious like instance methods, class methods, things like that. But I mean, like, it's possible. It could have been written in C++. But yeah, so here we are at the utility repo, and we have our wiki, and I have my scripting language. So there's a couple things I want to do here. So one thing is we might actually do some work on reverse engineering some more of these commands, because not all of them have been documented here. But that also might not be super interesting for this stream. I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool to do, but I guess we'll see. I don't know if like documenting stuff is as interesting as it could be. Yeah, so we have a bunch of different things here. The other thing I need to document is not just the scripting language, but the cutscene language, the event. So this is the scr.bin files language, but there's also a language for event files, which are those cutscenes. And so I've worked on them a little bit, and I have documented them in code, but I've not documented them on the wiki. And so actually, let's clone this wiki while we're here. Yeah, clone this wiki. So we're going to do that real quick. cd, we're going to clear this so you don't see what I've been tail scaling with my mom. And then git clone. Oh, wait. Do we want to clone that, or can we clone this as SSH? I guess we can probably just change this to be SSH. That'll probably work. Yeah, okay, sick. It did work. Cool. So now we can open that in code as well. Oh, wait, probably have to open folder code. Yeah, it's a translation utility wiki. Okay. Awesome. Yes, I trust these authors. Here we go. We're going to close out fucking Copilot because we don't need that. Okay. So yeah, so this just gives us access to the markdown here. I think I have a markdown viewer as well. Yeah, so we can see what it looks like previewing it. Yes, low-level wiki editing stretch. That is what we are doing. We're doing it direct in here rather than doing it through the GitHub UI. So yeah, we have like various things. So we have all the parameter codes here. I have like signatures for some of these that have been documented. So I was thinking it might be interesting to go and document a few more of these as we go, and see if we can, figure out what some of these do, that kind of stuff. We also might document some of the ones that are not actually in the game. Like the print command and things like that, I think is here, but it says, yeah, at one point most likely print to text to the screen, but it's been removed. So we can probably document what it actually does, which would be interesting to do. And like maybe we can see if we can find, like the other day we found this print command in there. Maybe we can see if we can find like con and things like that, like, because I don't even know what con does, right? So like I think that would be cool if we could find it. See if we can figure out what some of these do. But yeah, do we have like any other unknown in here? Yeah, blur and flen have no effect apparently. How can you tell the difference between C, C++, and C#? Good question. So C# is if something is written in C#, it's very obvious because it has the .NET runtime attached to it. There is stuff where you can compile .NET native, and that's a whole thing, but essentially you'll see a bunch of .NET functions. Hello, Quaid, good to see you. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of .NET functions. Push and pull, why not just edit live code? I'm not into that. I don't like doing that. But anyway, so C#, you see the .NET runtime. In fact, I can kind of show you something here. I don't know if I have .peek installed. I don't think I do. Let's see if is there a Flatpak for .peek? I doubt it, but we'll look. Yeah, is not. Or maybe there is on FlatHub. One second. Let's look up .peak flathub.org because there is a writer Flatpak, but .peak. Peak. Yeah, no, there isn't. Okay. So let's go to JetBrains, and we're gonna get .peak. Real quick, we'll just do this. Get.peak. It is an exe. Do they not have a version for Linux? That's kind of lame if that's the case. .peak Linux. Do they not have it? Okay, ISLE-SPY. We can use ISLE-SPY rather than .peak. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so I don't actually know. I guess I can look at ISLE-SPY and see, does it have a Linux release? I guess technically, maybe self-contained. In this repository there's like a okay. Avalonia ISLE-SPY. Okay. All right, Cook. It was archived by the owner literally last month. What the hell? Why has it been archived? We were looking for maintainers, but nobody stepped forward. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Well, whatever. This will still work, I think. So let's try this out real quick. We'll just open this up. Oh, that's cool. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. So let's open this up, and we will extract this to just my downloads, and we'll make a little ISLE-SPY folder, and we shall extract. All right. So let's open this up now, and we will go into downloads, ISLE-SPY, artifacts, Linux x64. Okay. And we should be able to do, oh my god, there are a lot of things. So this is another way to tell that something was written in .NET. There's going to be a shit ton of DLLs here. Doesn't have to be. I self-contain I self-contain the serial loops app. Oh, but look at that. Very cool. And it's not properly scaled. This is very small. Oh, did that just, oh no, I just clicked on something that made it go away apparently. Let's see if I have an option for making this bigger. No. Okay. Well, this is how it's going to be for now, I guess. That's okay. I could run it through like GameScope or something to try to make it a little bit bigger, but GameScope's been crashing on my NVIDIA machine, which is what this is. So, yeah. So basically, like if I were to open something up in here, like for example, I could do I could go into code real quick. I can go into the Heiretsu translation utility, which is written in this. And if I go into the CLI here, you can see we have this Heiretsu DLL. So this is one way to immediately tell something is written. Okay, cool. I guess I have to go this way. Yeah, Heiretsu. I could open up the actual executable. No, I'll just open up DLL. That's fine. So if I open up the Heiretsu DLL, you can see we can pop in here and we can see a bunch of stuff about it. So this is like something that is actually decompilable. So we can see because this is written. No, this isn't Java. This is straight up a thing. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of chat messages here. Oh, you just do ASM. C++ generally means classes. Yes, exactly. So C# basically, my resolution's all over the place. Yeah. This is, I don't have scaling by the operating system on for a reason. And so this is like going to be hard to see. I wonder, I can maybe configure some application settings for this. like add property. I could do like a scaling thing. Maybe if there's a scale in here, I don't know. There isn't. I don't think so. Because I don't have scaling by the OS on for a reason. But whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Basically, this is, you can see here, you can see stuff in here that's really useful. So like this is all the different classes I have. You can actually go in, you can see like all of the different methods in here. So like here's from file, we can open this up and you can see kind of what it does. You can see our constructor here that has various information. This is all information that you can just like see directly in because what happens is C# actually compiles down to what's called IL code. IL stands for intermediate language, and that gets interpreted by the .NET runtime, which is something that you install on your machine, or is something that is included with an application. You can go, let's do what's called a self-contained application. So we could also do, like, another thing we could do here is, I'm not going to do it right now, but that's basically like how you can tell something's written in C#, is it has all of these like DLLs and things with it that are written in, that have like IL code that you can then parse with an IL reader. So that's the first thing I would say that's interesting there. And then, yeah, people are mentioning this in chat, but basically C code is does not have object-oriented sort of things. So that's what I was talking about with like class methods and things like that. C++ code, you'll notice that like there are standard runtime functions is like the easiest way to detect that. And so there's going to be, for example, I mean, here I can. No, I probably shouldn't show my game code that I've been writing because that's proprietary. But like basically, C++ code has all of these standard functions. So like people will use like strings, for example. So in C, a C string is just a char array or a char array, however you want to say that, character array. So this is just a char array, and like it will be a series of characters and then like a terminated value. In C++, a lot of times you use the standard string class, and that has like its own instance methods and all sorts of stuff there. And so when you're decompiling stuff, when you have it open in Ghidra, you can see a lot of this. Actually, you know what I could do? I'm not going to do that right now either. But basically, I could open up like my elf and I could show you some stuff. Yes, char array, exactly. But yeah, so like a char array or whatever. That's the gist there. Yeah, you can absolutely tell the difference between C and C++ after compilation, because like I was saying, like you can see these instance methods that like are from the standard libraries is like the big thing. And so yeah, you can kind of tell usually like there's like signatures of class methods and things like that you can sort of tell. Whereas like this game is very much like very procedural, I feel like, and that's kind of why I think that it was written in C. I could be wrong on that. I just the reason I say this partly is like it's difficult to tell. Oh, I'm so glad that you liked that you liked my videos and that they were inspirational to you. That's really awesome. I'm so glad that people are inspired by them to do their own translations. That's really cool. But yeah, so I mean, like there's some things in here, like for example, this SG load animation here, as its first parameter takes this model data pointer. So like one thing, it's possible that when this function is getting decompiled, that this first parameter is essentially self, which is a C++ function sign. But also like I'm not positive that's actually the case. So, you know, I mean, like I don't really know exactly. It's hard to say for sure. Like this one here does not appear to be an instance method. It only takes, it's like a static method or something. It only takes this char string, and again, like this is not a string, right? This is a char array. It's very clearly a null terminated char array. So that's like part of why I think that these methods, like these kinds of things, are written in C++, or written in C rather, and not C++. This game was, and like yeah, you can just see like here, like this is a char array. If they wrote this in C++, they probably would have done this with a string. right? And that would be more obvious. Um, and you can see that post compilation when you decompile the game, when you disassemble it, you can see those kinds of things. That this would be a string, and they would not be using like these like stir not equal methods and things like that. All of these things that are C methods, they would be using the C++ methods, and so you don't see that here. And so I don't think that this was written in C++. I think it was written in C. And so that's why I say that. But yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of different, we can go in through here, and that you can see there's all sorts of different methods in here that are interesting. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it was written in C. That's my personal opinion. But who knows? Who knows really? Like it's difficult to tell exactly what's going on here. But that's what I think at least. So anyway, STD string is a template. It could get inline. That's true. But I will say when I disassemble games that I've written in C++, so I don't know, because I don't know what MetroWorks would do, because that's what they compiled it. They compiled this with the MetroWorks compiler. So fully admit that I don't know what MetroWorks would do. GCC, I can say you can see the string methods. Like you can see all the string methods. They're all there. So I don't totally know. And yes, you're right that it is like it is essentially a template method. But I can absolutely see where it's passing an std string in the methods that we pass string in. So I don't know for sure, but that is what I can say there is it doesn't get turned into a char array in the ones that I look at. But like I said, I don't totally know what MetroWorks does. So totally possible that it would be a C a C sort of thing as well. I don't know. Anyway, very cool. So yeah, let's get started here. So the thing that we're going to be looking at today is, like I mentioned, we have that scripting language that I worked on and sort of figured out how it works. And so that's in our strings thing. Here's scripts. And you can see I've been working on, first of all, I eventually need to go through and add XML documentation. That's why all of these are yellow underlined, as I haven't added XML documentation to these these methods and properties and classes. So I'll have to do that at some point, but don't let that bother you for now. It's all fine. Don't worry about it. But basically what I'm going to say here is we have our script commands, we have our script command blocks, we have our script command invocations, and we have script files. And the issue here is in script file, we have a decompile method. So you can see there's a recompile method, which is just compile, decompile, or sorry, rather decompile, and then we compile the decompilation. And then we have a decompile and a compile method. And so the compiler and decompiler are responsible for taking the binary script, is what decompile does, and turning it into, I can actually show you what it looks like. Yeah, these things. Oh, I just went back. These things here. So these are all the different script files. It looks like this. This is the decompilation. And this is just my work to decompile things. And then there's also in there a compile function, which takes this, what I call an SWS, which stands for Shade We script, Shade being the developer of the game. So it takes that Shade We script and it turns it into a binary file that works in the game. And so compile, decompile is how we recompile. And so that's actually how we do string replacement in this. Rather than doing string replacement like we do in Chokuretsu, where we modify the binary files directly, we actually decompile, do string replacement in the decompiled SWS, which is just easier, and then go back to a recompilation. We recompile it back to the original format. And that also reduces the size of the script. It removes a lot of junk data in the script files and stuff like that, which is cool. And that makes it easier for us to have longer lines in our translated version, which we will have longer lines generally. But we actually have smaller file sizes, unlike Chokuretsu, where we had to like expand the maximum file size. That was the whole thing we had to do. So we don't have to do that here, which is very nice. So it can be made private. I don't care. So we're going to take a look at this, and um, we're going to be working with this today. Basically, we're going to do our decompilation, our compilation, all that kind of stuff. And so the big thing that we're going to work on here is the decompiler and compiler. And the reason we're doing that is I can actually show you if I run so pwsh dot/build arc.ps1, and build arc takes a bunch of arguments. So Heiretsu, oh come on. Oh, do I have to go into PWS to do that? Okay, cool. So build arc Heiretsu CLI, and this is Heiretsu utility, Heiretsu CLI, bin debug net80, Heiretsu CLI. And then we have assets folder, which is Heiretsu translation assets. And then we have strings folder, which is Heiretsu translation strings. And both of those are basically empty right now to increase our speed of compilation. Line code N is fine, and we're not going to do copy 2. So, okay. So I can show you here when we compile this, you'll be able to see, or when we run this, I guess. So don't worry about this failed to create SGE faces. I don't know why it's failing to do that. It's a whole thing. But we can see here, you'll see when we get to the script compilation phase, there's going to be some script failures, I think, hopefully. We'll see it. I deleted all the replacements, so maybe it won't actually do any compilation, recompilation. But I don't know really. Okay. Well, it did not do the compilation, recompilation of everything because I don't have string replacement going on right now. But suffice to say, actually, you know what I can show you? I can show you the most recent run of this on dev.azure.com/Jonko493. And I have to log in. Oh, I'm going to go be right back for a second so you don't see my full legal name. Okay, OBS hates me, I guess. So it crashed again, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not crashing again. So anyway, this is our Haruhi Azure DevOps thingy. So that's cool. Oh, the Chokuretsu CI build is failing. Interesting. It's failing the Spanish build is failing apparently. Okay, so that's why I've been seeing the English builds, but not the Spanish patches going through. It is failing on build arc for some reason. Oh, because I didn't update assets. Okay, we'll do that later. We'll fix the Chokuretsu build for Spanish so it actually starts producing those. I didn't notice that it wasn't doing that. But here is Heiretsu CI build, and you can see in here that when we do the build archives, I can show you where there is, there's all these warnings here. Yes, failed to compile these particular ones, line 153 vjump, and you can see that there is a parameter that is outside the bounds of the array or whatever. And so that's bad. These compilation failures are probably why there are bugs in the game, is my guess. And there's actually a couple of these, I think, if we have error. No, it's just these 4, I guess. But my guess is that most of the bugs in the game are coming from these 4 compilation errors. So we're going to do our best to try to fix these and not have that. So you can see the compiler error here is specifically in the vjump command. Basically, if we go in here, So we go into, I think it's going to be an invocation V jump, maybe. Oh, no. Okay. I guess it's conditional, maybe. Yeah. So this is, yeah, parse invocation. And we have, it's gonna be like this, I guess, right? No. Okay, that's not. Is it lip sync data as an int array condition parse conditional? Here it is. So if we go into parse conditional here, you can see we do a bunch of like conditional parsing stuff. And is that, oh, this is actually a block jump. What is this? Let's take a look at our scripting language documentation and see what it is that we're looking at here. Okay, I haven't even documented that. That's great. So conditionals look like this, yada yada. And then script. Okay, V jump. We're just gonna go look at V jump real quick. So this is, I see. So this is the thing in V jump that it has here. So this is parameter 007. And if we look at 007, that's the adder indexed. Okay, so that's what it's actually called here. So address, parse indexed address. Yes, type 007 parameter, or type 07 parameter here. So you can see we have, okay, we can reformat this in the entire solution to fix that stuff. Okay. So we have, we're calculating our integer parameter here. And yeah, so we have index, always use line number. So calculate in parameter, get int from byte array, type 07 parameter, get int from byte array. So for some reason, this integer in some cases is coming back as -1, which you can see in the thing here that I was just showing here. You can see this is coming back as -1. So if we look at this here, we can see this is true here. And the other one is coming back as -1. So I think maybe we can look at decompile real quick. So keep in mind that I haven't looked at this code in quite a while. So that's why I'm like kind of figuring this out as I go. But it looks like, yeah, so we have script invocation here. And we do invocation, get invocation, which does like parsing parameters and things like that. So here's parse parameter. And so we want to look at index address, parse index address. Okay, that's just where we were. Oh, and it returns this. Okay, so this calculate in parameter, let's take a look at it. See, so it has this 300, 302, 303, 304 as its possible values. So one thing that we can do real quick is we can go into Ghidra and we can go to, I think it's called calc integer parameter, something with parameter. Okay. Calculate. Okay. Not helpful. Let's go to command V jump and see if we can figure out what it does here. So yeah, store script int might be what I'm looking at. I think that's what I want. No, that's not what I want. So there is ser get param might do it, or no, maybe it's command value calc. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's. Am I stupid? Am I just dumb? Oh, control code 303. Yeah, so here it is. So if control code is 300, it's this. If it's 302, it's this. If it's 303, it's this. If it's 304, it's that. So you can see it only has, to my knowledge, like those four possible values: 300, 302, 303, 304. Now in control code 303 there are these 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Again, am I stupid? I don't think so. I think I'm doing that. I think I'm doing that right. I don't know. I mean, I do MM in various places. We can like kind of see this here. If we go into here, we can do M, and yeah, you can see like I do this correctly. In a lot of places, like M 4098. That is 4098 is OX1000, and so it returns that specifically. Returns that value. 1001, so MM 4099. Is that show up in something? Do I do it wrong in some cases where it's 4099? What about 4100? Okay, yeah, so 4100 I do occasionally correctly. For 4101 is not used. 4102, 4103. So I guess like these are not always used, or at least I'm not parsing them if they are used. So I'm wondering now if there is like because this is -1 here in a couple of places. We can see here that we have these -1s that are getting parsed. So I'm like very worried about these V jumps because this should be an actual value, but you can see here that the default thing is to return -1. And so that's where we have the problem. That's where the problem's happening. Is we are returning -1 because there's a value coming back that isn't supported. As far as I can tell, it shouldn't be supported in this menu or in this thing, right? We have 302 here. Like these are all of our places where we have control code. And you can see it can only be these four values. So like I don't know why it would be something else. But let's try to figure out where this is happening. So what we're gonna do is we are going to work on decompiling the script, and there's gotta be a way. It's probably we can do extract scripts to do that, or export scripts. So let's go in here. We have currently, this is extract MCB archive. We'll just make a new one for export scripts, and we'll put this in our working directory as our ROM hacking, Wii hacking, Heiretsu, extract data files here. Okay, that's our working directory. And then we will do export scripts i./scr.bin. I think I just made, yeah, scripts folder. We can just re-export to scripts over and over again. That's totally fine. And X include the indices, because I did do that the first time. Yep, I did. Okay, excellent. So now what we can do is we can go in here and we can set a breakpoint in here and see whenever it hits this default what's happening. So let's do that real quick. And there we go. We already found it. So you can see the control code here is weird. So let's take a look, and there's a way to make this hex. Show hex value for integers. So yeah, you can see that's like gigantic. That's wrong, clearly. And this isn't a jump. This isn't a jump. What the hell? What script is this? I should be able to tell what script this is. This is script invocation, so we can like go up until we can find out what script this is. So parse conditional. Oh, I think this is in a test script, so we might be okay. Why does a jump have a conditional? It should be a V jump if it has a conditional, right? So anyway, okay, let's keep, oh, I just did the thing. Let's keep going up. until we find the script. So we're still in invocation. Now we are in the script. So yeah, this is SCR sample 0, so I don't care about the script sample. This is probably also in that. This is probably also in that. This is probably also in that. Okay, now we're in a real one. We have a V jump, and it's 1002. 4098, 1002. So it's OX 1002. Wait, but 4098 I just said is OX 1000, isn't it? What the hell? Oh, it's 4096. 4096 is 1000, isn't it? Okay, I can do math. No, 2040. Yeah, it's 4096. Okay, so that's 1002. Whatever. So the issue that we have here is our control code. Fuck. Okay. Our control code is weird. But so I mean, like, we can tell here that that it's probably this, right? But like other places, this 4098 is working. We've seen it work. This right? We have 4098 in here. That's 1002. You know, is this completely? Am I fucking up completely here? No, no, I'm not. Mem is 303, I guess, and then 4098 is 1002, right? So that's. But why? What script is this? Okay, so this is a V jump here. This is on line. This V jump is on line. So command code is 30, yeah. Parameters. Let's look at our parameters here. So we have, yeah, line number 153, sure. We have an integer parameter, type 5. That's like the address it's jumping to, I guess, or something. Maybe it's the line. Maybe I switched it to be the line. I don't know. I don't remember how I did this. And then we have an 8-byte. Oh, that's the value. I see, integer. Yeah, this is a control code. So that's correct. Okay. And then we have this index address that's correct. And so we have, yeah, it doesn't have a, it just has a 1002, doesn't it? So let's pop up. I mean, like, maybe it's possible that sometimes, okay, where's my, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's pop up here and see what script we're in. SCR F06B. That is the one that was failing, I'm pretty sure. So let's go to that in here. Yeah, this is the one that was failing. I had it open already. And yeah, this is, you can see here, it's clearly not working. Oh, here, we'll keep this for now. Let's save this in here as commands. Okay. So yeah, this one was clearly the one that was not working. We said it was line 1. Okay, I remember. Oh, 153, I think is what it was. Yeah, because here's the -1. Yeah. So. Okay. So yeah, it's just, that's so strange. But why would it do that? Is it because is it using this mem? It can't be, right? I mean, like, it's gotta be a bug in the script. Like, it shouldn't work. What the hell? Like, it's supposed to be this, right? It's supposed to be that clearly. But that should not work. God damn it. It's so strange. Am I gonna have to fix their bug? So mem stands for memory mapped. So that basically there's a couple of control codes here. You can see. So, um, so the way that I did this is if we go back to that, can I update writer? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that later. If we go back here, let's just kind of go back to where we were. So you can see there's these various ways. So this is an int parameter. It's kind of a variable. Yeah, so let's see. I mean, did they? Did they? I mean, we can go back and see. Yeah, so here it is again. You can see it doesn't have the 303 in it. Like it has, yeah, it doesn't have 303. It just has where it should be 303 here. It just has the 102, the 1002. So that's very strange. It seems like a bug on their part. So yeah, so basically like we have this you can see, yeah, that's the control code, like 1002. So you can see, like, basically there's various, this is, they have like an int structure. I have this documented over here. Let's take a look at the documentation. So there's this, I call it a standard int control structure or some shit like that. And it is documented. It's one of these parameters. It's right here, I think. Yeah. So basically, there's a standard control structure, I call it, and there's there's 4 control codes. So there's this 300 that is a literal, and that is just the literal integer that is supplied here. So you can see it's literally just this value code 0. So it's like literal, and so like a value code that's provided, if it's 5, it literally just interprets it as 5, and we can even see that in the decomp as well. You can see that if the control code is 300, it just returns value directly. So that's the literal value. If the control code is 302, hex 302, you can see I document here that it's direct memory. So it returns the value, and this is probably globals of some kind, but it returns the value at memory address 801 FBA00 plus 4 times the value minus 2E3E. And so this is just like some sort of global system that they have. Like this is accessing a series of globals. And so that's where it gets its memory from. And then you can see here we have 303. And so, yeah, you can see it do that. Here's, I guess, that 801 FBA00 value minus hex 11303 times 4. I don't really know. Maybe I documented this incorrectly and Ghidra has a more accurate decompilation. I probably should go back and fix that if that's the case. But oh, you know what? I think yeah, no, it's probably just I probably just screwed it up. Okay. So we'll go back and redocument that later. But anyway, so then we have 303 here. This is memory mapped, and you can see there's several possible memory locations based on the value provided. So if the value is 1000, then we return this particular value here, like this particular memory value. If the value is 1001, then we actually go and we get it from this other thing. It's just this one here. It calls another method, but it is just another memory value. So I don't really know why it calls this method to do that, but it does. 1002, we actually go, and this is global CMD def. So this is interesting. This is getting probably not a command definition of some kind, but maybe it is. I don't know. But it's getting some sort of value from there, and then there's this one that gets a different value, 1003, and then there's these ones that get these values, basically. And so you can see all of these end up getting different values from different memory locations, but it's not quite variables in the same way, because then we have 304 that actually gets, and you can see like it returns -1 here for these, stuff like that. So then we have these ones that actually return a particular variable, and that loads a value from array, gets variable by name, gets variable by value ID, all that kind of stuff. So this actually gets an actual variable from the script. Um, yeah, it's kind of weird. They do some weird things. It's not mapped memory in a literal sense. That's just what I use to call it. But you know, I don't know. It's what it is. Um, but yeah. So anyway, that's how this works. But it's returning -1 because the control code is wrong. I think it's like supposed to be memory mapped, but it's not. So I think what we should do here is I think we have to fix a bug in their code, potentially. Or what we could do is we could just return the value that it is, because that would be more accurate to what they're doing. But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe we should just do this. So let's do, to make this be correct, let's do case OX 1000. Like, let's just basically implement this here. Hi, Ermi. How's it going? So yeah, so let's do case 1000, case OX 1001. Oh shit. Yeah, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay. So let's just do these different cases. Case OX 1002, case OX 1003, case OX 1004, case OX 1005. Okay. Yeah, well, no, it does get called because it's clearly, well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're right. Maybe it doesn't actually get called. And it's just that the script decomp and comp is fucking up. And so, yeah, I don't know exactly, but we're going to return mem m, and we're actually going to return control code here because that's what it's supposed to do, I think, is it's supposed to be doing the control code. Yeah, that's so fucking weird, but whatever. And then that's all good. So now that we've done that, that should now compile these correctly. We shouldn't run into a default ever. We still hit it. That we hit those in the samples scripts. That's fine. And then we don't actually hit it anywhere in the actual scripts. So now these are replaced with mem 4098. That should fix it. That should fix it. Yeah, awesome. I'm so glad you're doing good, Ermi. Okay. So, yeah, I think that fixes it. Probably, right? Probably fixes it. I don't know. I think that fixes it. I mean, it does something at least. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do it. So yeah, I don't totally know if that fixes it or not, but I'm gonna assume that it probably does, and then we're gonna go back to Heiretsu translation wiki, or no, just utility rather, just the regular utility one. Yeah, let's commit this. Fix up broken decomp in some places. So hopefully that fixes some of the issues. I'm not sure that it does, but hopefully it does. So okay, that's the first thing that we want to do. The next thing that I want to do is I want to actually try to test this in game and see if we fixed it. Okay, you saw an OX 303 somewhere. I mean, that should be fine, right? That's a mem. Feel free, drop it in the Discord. If you're in the, yeah, okay. I see. Well, yeah, so this one is, okay, I see what you're saying, Phoenix. So let me show you where that is, because that is actually showing up, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully OBS doesn't crash. It didn't. Nice. So that 303 is this one right here. That's that first integer parameter with the mem 4098. The second parameter was where it was going wrong because it was just passing that 1002. because the mem is 303, and then 4098 is the next thing, which is the 1002. And so that's correct. And so then it's doing the same thing here. I don't know why. But if we look at like we have like true blah, you can see most of the time it's a lit value. Yeah, 4098 is 1002. Yes, you're correct. And that's weird because it's in this part of it's like in the control section here. But you can see normally these are lit values. But that particular one is using this 4098 as the where the MM should be, that control code. And that's why it's weird, I think. But normally this just uses a lit value. And so I don't really know what's going on as to why that's happening. Like, I don't know. But whatever. That's fine. Hopefully this compiles correctly now. I mean, it will for sure. It will compile correctly. We just saw that it did. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into... I have Heiretsu translation strings. Hit status. So yeah, I deleted all of these. So we're going to get reset hard. And we're going to open dot. And we're going to... What we're going to do is we're going to delete everything except for SCR, SCRF, or whatever it is. SCR, SCRF, yeah. And this is F06B specifically. So yeah, this is, we're going to delete all the way through here. And then we're going to delete all the way after that. So we're just going to leave the two SCR06s in there. Okay. Huzzah. So now what we want to do here is we want to build arc again. Oh, right. I have it up over here. No? Oh, right. I am in this, but I have to build it in here. That's right. I remember this. This is so annoying that I have to do this. So .NET build .NET clean Heiretsu translation utility. You know what? Actually, I should probably just yeah, I should probably just do this. Just git clone https github.com/Haruhi Club Heiretsu translation utility. Should probably just clone it. Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's why it was asking me for that. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And then we'll do Heiretsu translation utility .NET build CLI. Okay, so this should build it just fine, and then we can use this one rather than the other one. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Work Heiretsu translation build. Okay, and then when we call this PowerShell thing, yeah, there we are. We can do. Okay, Jesus, this sucks. I have to do this manually. I'm sorry. I have to like just go character by character. It's my two things are not working for that. And then we can just delete these two, and then that should work. Okay, cool. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna export the mat file. So we're going to do, there's an export. There's some sort of map thing here. Maybe I can just look in export file map. No, that's something else. Yeah. We want to export control arrow. Yeah, it does, and it should work in PowerShell because it does work in Bash on my Linux machine, but it wasn't working just now. I was trying it and it wasn't working, so I don't know. Okay, yeah, so it replaced those without error. I think, yeah, because it didn't error out, but it did replace the strings. It did, yeah, you can see regex imported 2 files, so it should have worked. So that's good. And then what we'll do is we will take from Heiretsu translation build. We'll take this patch folder. Oh, we have to build a patch too. So build.ps1. Let's double check what the things are. Okay. So Heiretsu CLI, Heiretsu translation utility, our Heiretsu CLI, build, bin, our Heiretsu CLI. And then I think I just built we inject on here. I don't think I rebuilt it. So we inject dot, or we inject CL. Just we inject. Okay. Bin debug. We inject devkit pro /stop/devkit pro and not patch all. Okay. Cool. We built it. So now I should be able to go into the Dolphin folder. Let's just open a new tab here. Go into .var app org dolphin data dolphin emu I guess, and then our load folder and paste this. And we're going to apply to all, right into, we're going to overwrite, I'll apply to all. Perfect. Okay. So now, cool. We're good. Let's try this. Oh, wait, we have to figure out what the freaking map is. So, okay. I swear to God, I have a way of exporting a map. Because I've done it. I have a CSV thing in here. Oh, it's probably just extract some file, right? I probably have an extract. How do I do that? Okay, 1 second. See, I have a map definitions file, and I have like an extract CSV method in it. Yeah, get CSV method. So I gotta have some way of extracting it, right? Well, how did I do that? This is what I mean. It's been a while. So, okay, what calls this get CSV method? Data tests. Do I really do it through the fucking tests, man? Hi, Will! Jump in chat, Will. Get on here. I'm going to talk to you about stuff in life, I guess. Or like in the channel, I mean, the voice channel. Will is here, though. We love to see Will. Do I really do this in tests? Okay, whatever. We'll run this test, I guess. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Oh God, don't do that. Can I just run the test, please? Yeah, run unit test. Okay. Cool, it passed. Hi, William!
Hello, King. How you doing?
Oh, hello, King. It's so good to see you. I'm doing great. I'm working on Heiretsu here. The game
I
that helped us.
see.
This is how we met. This game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, what a game. What a wacky game.
Yeah, what a
Heiretsu and
wacky
its
game.
MCB, BLNs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, still
We're
haunt
working
me.
on it. Nah, dude, we're doing this. We're doing this. It's all
Yeah,
good.
what are you
It's all
doing?
good.
I didn't catch much of the stream yesterday because I was doing something, but it
Yeah,
looked
no
like you were
worries.
cooking with some debug stuff. What you working on?
Yeah, so I was doing all sorts of cool stuff yesterday. So today we're bug fixing. Yesterday I did some really
Hmm.
interesting stuff where I actually went in and I found the old print command. Like I actually
Yeah,
found they didn't, so they removed the reference to it, but they didn't actually remove the command itself. And so
I see.
I was able to insert the command back into the game. I did it wrong through the
You
patching
have to guess the
system.
params and stuff.
I didn't have to. Well, yeah, I don't have to because they still have references to it in the test scripts.
Okay.
Um, so I
Oh,
could
right,
just,
okay, yeah.
yeah. So if I go in here, I can search print. You can see like they have this like point A, and they reference like a memory value, and then
So
like
wait,
here's
what happens in the
this.
test script then? What do they do? Does it print
It
tiny
does
text? Did you actually?
no. Oh yeah, yeah. You can run the test scripts. It will actually print the text of the screen. Yeah,
What was
yeah.
it? Was it like silly stuff? Was it like?
Well, I didn't
Is it
test
fun?
the test script itself, but it prints like point A, and then it would print the value of point A here, this
Oh
direct
right.
memory value.
Oh,
And then
okay.
this prints the different selects that it goes to. and it prints that to the screen directly. We just tested. I wrote my own print function, and it just printed it directly. That's how we tested it yesterday.
Hmm.
I sent you a screenshot. That was what I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and so that's just the print command though. And so yeah, we could actually like in the restore scripts thing, we can also that patch that we made for this, we could restore print as well, so that it actually does the test scripts correctly, which would be really cool. I think
That's
we
very
should
cool.
do that. Yeah, we should do that.
Should do that.
Yeah, also I think we should look into converting our revolution patches there. I think we should look into converting them into gecko codes for the sake of um uh making it easier for TCRF people to do them rather than having to like apply a revolution patch. You can just do a gecko code. It should work. We should be able to do
Yeah.
that. So that's something we should look
Yeah.
into doing at some
I'm
point.
pretty sure the Revolution patch just contains like gecko codes, it doesn't, or like memory addresses to overwrite. I guess a bit more complicated,
It
isn't
does,
it?
but it
Actually.
also well, it's more complicated. Gecko codes just do memory addresses, yes, but also they have file replacements. Remember, is also part of it. But theoretically, we should be able to do like that's the big thing Revolution does that gecko codes can't do is they
Yeah.
can replace files in the disk.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
Which is
but
very cool.
theoretically, we should be able to. Yeah, it is. Yeah, theoretically, we should be able to do like on file load, do this replacement with gecko code stuff. I don't know. It's just worth considering. But also, the Revolution patch is fine for now. So anyway, there was a bug with the decompiler, Will, that I just fixed.
Well, the script. Oh
Yeah,
right,
script
no,
decompiler. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think it's actually a bug in the scripts themselves, but it was causing the decompiler to fail, which was probably causing issues in the scripts that Init was finding, and we also found last year and stuff.
Yeah.
And so the decompiler had some issues, and so I actually fixed the bug in the script as well with the decompiler change. Probably.
Mm.
Like I did something that changed what they were doing and it probably fixed the bug in the script as well, which is funny. But also I think it probably just was breaking the script itself. Like that decompilation was breaking the script itself on recompilation, and that's breaking like the overall flow of things. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to pull from code here. I'm going to go in and I'm going to actually I pulled the map, like the map text file thing. So if I go into tests and I do bin probably, there should be a map file in here now, right? There should be output. Okay, do I delete the file in the test? I might do that. Map def file. What do I call it? what do I actually call this shit? Oh, do I not actually write the file to disk? Okay, I just have to write the file to disk. That's fine. All right. So file.write all text. And we'll just do map.csv initial CSV. Okay. So now when I run this test king, it should write, yep, there's map.csv. Holy
I'm a bit delayed
shit.
because I'm looking at your stream compared to.
Oh, right. I can share my screen, King. I can share my screen with you. Let me do that.
That would be great.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to. Anything for you. I can share entire screen, make selection. Hopefully this doesn't crash OBS. OBS has crashed twice so far.
We need to get a little VS Code extension to highlight.
Yes, we should have VS Code. Yeah, we should. Well, now that we know how to do that, King, we can.
Pretty easy, yeah.
Yeah, we can do it. Okay, other application.
Well, that part is.
Yeah, WPS spreadsheets. Please open in that. Okay, here we go. This looks a lot like Excel, doesn't it? But it's made by a Chinese company called Kingfisher something or something.
Yeah, I know. It's. Yeah, I had one of the people I work with had this on their PC. They didn't mean to install it, and it's like the worst thing ever because it's just not as good for Excel.
It actually works great for me.
Is it really good?
Yeah, it's basically exactly the same. It has full compatibility with everything Excel can do.
It's OpenOffice, isn't it? I guess.
No, it's not. OpenOffice is different. Open
No, as in
Office is
like
pretty
it's the
shit.
OpenOffice XML format. It reads and writes
Oh
that.
no, this one actually does full XLSX and everything. It has full compatibility with all Excel stuff.
Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Open Office and LibreOffice, those are kind of shit.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah,
really? Okay.
yeah, not gonna lie, those are pretty shit. I don't really like them. But this is pretty good. This actually works really well, I think.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's free. Well, I mean, like, there's like a subscription for something at some point, like the AI features or something causing a subscription.
Yeah,
But like,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, I don't really need that at all. Um, but anyway, so we're gonna look for F here. F06B is this map. And so this is. I should probably pin this first row. I think that's a thing I can do.
He agrees with you.
Who agrees with me? Ermi agrees with me? Hell
Me.
yeah. I thank you, Ermi. Thank you for agreeing with me. Where the fuck is pin row? I don't know, man. I don't know how to do anything.
Freeze. It's freeze row, isn't it?
Freeze row? Is that what it's called in this?
Yeah. Well, it
What
was in.
tab
It's
should it
called
be in?
freeze row in Google.
Excel and Google Docs. Yeah, but Google Docs.
Yeah. Is it not
not
a search menus command?
I don't know. I don't know how to do anything, William. I don't know. I don't know. I literally. I
He just
have like.
Williamed me. He Williamed me, chat.
I did. I
Fucking
Williamed you.
Williams. I don't know, William.
I don't know, William. No,
Right
there's
click.
I did. I
No,
right clicked. I
no,
right clicked.
no.
Yeah, no, there's a I have like an Excel
There must be a
expert. I have
way.
like multiple accountants that I have an Excel I have like Excel experts that I like send messages to sometimes. Pivot table maybe. I'm just gonna do. Oh,
Why would that? What? Why would freezing the cell be a pivot table?
I don't fucking. What's a pivot table? I don't know what a pivot table is, honestly.
It's like when you're like, it's basically like comparing big data. Try go
Freeze
to
panes. Will
It's
he
not gonna
says
be in
freeze
formulas. Go to home,
home?
and then rows and columns.
Where's
No, more
rows
to the
and
right, more to the right, more to the
okay,
right,
okay. Oh,
more to
rows
the
and
right, rows and
columns.
columns. Okay, one more to try worksheet. Freeze panes, two to the right.
Freeze
Freeze pane.
panes.
Freeze top
Holy
row, or
shit.
freeze to row
Freeze
one.
row one.
Now it's done it.
Holy
There you go.
shit. We did it. We did
There
it,
we go.
gamers. We
There we
did it,
go.
gamers. Holy shit. Okay. So here's the MCB child loc and the FCB FF56 entry. Okay, we're going back down to SCR F06B. So we
Phoenix
want
Bound says that this has full Office compatibility until you
it
find that one
does.
feature it doesn't have. Yeah, I
That's
imagine if you
so
like did some,
true.
I bet if you did like VBS with this, it would screw something up.
That's
But to be fair,
probably
most
true.
most people don't most people
Yeah.
don't need that. So
Yeah, it's true. I just need to be able to like fill out forms that the visa people send me for Japan and stuff, and I can't do that in LibreOffice, but this works. Now it might
That's
send all
interesting.
my data back to China, but I don't really
Yeah,
care.
probably,
I don't live in China, so I don't really care about that. To be honest with you.
social credit.
Yeah, honestly, like hopefully like next time I go to China they'll forgive me for downloading QQ. And I'll be like, I sent all my data to you through this, and they'll be like, okay, no problem then.
Usually they'll arrive at the board and they'll be like, "Yeah, I know you from WPS spreadsheets."
That would be so funny. That would literally be so funny. Okay. So we got MCB. Does it not have MCB parent loc in it? Like, I swear to God, it's got it, right? What the fuck? What the fuck?
I don't know. Why is cooler a date? Oh, I know why cooler's a date. I think.
Oh, is it?
Why is cooler a date? It's formatted that randomly.
It's formatted that randomly. You're right. It's actually like a dash thing. Yeah, format cells. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So we do.
Oh, I see. It's interesting.
Yeah, there's a format.
Right click it. Right click it.
Oh, just right click it. Okay.
Format cells. Oh wait,
There's
it was there.
format.
Format at the very bottom. At the very bottom. At the very bottom.
Format cells. Okay, and we can just do general number.
Just do text or whatever.
Text. Yeah, good idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like 13.0 and stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So I don't know why these ones aren't that. Here, let's see what it looks like in VS Code real quick. let's open this in VS Code and just see real fast. I just wanted to be able to see the columns. Yeah, see, this is like 2-0 and stuff. So I don't know why that is.
Why is it converting it to numbers?
Yeah, here, let's just do real quick. I don't know how to do this. Here, you know what? There's probably a thing we can do. We're going to delete all this. We're going to do data, and we're going to import the CSV. That's probably a thing we can do, right?
Yeah, go on, that'll work.
Import data.
No, oh, maybe.
Select data source.
Oh, God.
It has a CSV. It has a CSV thing. I can just give it a path. Okay. Did I grant it? I didn't grant it access to this path. I have to. Shit. Okay.
This is such a Unix moment, having to grant access to folders.
Well, no, I specifically do this on purpose for WPS Office. I specifically grant access to folders.
Oh, because you're scared of,
because I'm scared of China. Yeah, I'm scared of China. So I specifically granted. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna copy and paste this into my documents folder, into my WPS folder that I made. So I'm just gonna go into home, and I made a
just like set some firewalls on WPS programs doing internet stuff.
I could actually do that. I could actually deny
That's what I do.
access. Yeah.
Sometimes when I don't like an app doing that.
Yeah, so let's refresh this. Okay, let's just do.
You gotta go in Documents, King.
Home Junko. Oh, I guess, is it in Documents? Do I have something in Documents? No, I don't. Home Documents /WPS. Oh, I probably have to restart WPS real quick because I just did the flat seal thing. So let's try this again. Not Excel, spreadsheets. Spreadsheet, spell it correctly, and then it shows up.
Microsoft never have ported Excel to. I wonder if there's like a weird way of like running Excel for Mac on Linux.
Yes, you can. Not with Mac. You just run the Wine. You run the Windows version through Wine. Other location, home.
I feel like the Mac one would be easier to emulate because it's Unix. Maybe not. Maybe either.
No, it's Wine is so good at this point that you can just like Proton and everything is so good at this point that it's easier to emulate the Windows stuff than it is to do that. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, let's cook. Other encoding UTF-8. Yeah, and then yeah, sure.
That you want that.
Yeah. Okay, and then
comma. Yeah,
yes, comma, there we go.
And then uncheck tab probably.
Yeah, I just did that.
And then you got text qualifier. Yeah, text. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then yeah, so we're gonna make that text. And then everything else I don't care.
Okay, cool. Yeah, finish.
Everything else is general. It's fine. Okay, finish. Hell yeah. Okay, we did it. Beautiful.
There you go.
Beautiful. Okay. And look at all the columns are nice and everything. Linux moment, yeah. It's fine. I don't mind. Okay. Now we're good. So these are the collars for these. That's what we needed. Because that's what we actually load up. So let's go down here. We're gonna go to F06B. And we want to get the collar is 7.6. Okay. We can cook now. So I believe what that means...
What are you doing?
Well, so I can go in here and I can actually... I have a gecko code for this.
Oh, is this force load that scene?
Yeah, I have a gecko code somewhere. Hey, Will, can you... I don't have it on this computer, actually. Can you... Do you have Dolphin on your machine right now? I bet you have this gecko code. I bet you have this gecko code saved.
Let's have a look. Hang on. I have a Dolphin folder. I don't know if I have Dolphin. Let me have a look.
King, please. I hope so. If not, I can probably get it from my other hard drive. Let me check that while I do this. Oh, not distro shelf, please.
Where are they saved in Dolphin's files?
You should be able to just... Oh, do you not have Dolphin XE installed? Or on download or whatever?
I have loads of Heiretsu files. Okay. I have my Revolution XMLs.
Okay. That's not quite it. It's a gecko code. It's saved in...
Is it in config.ini?
It's something like that. It's in like config. It's like R4J whatever 44P thing.
Oh right, .json.
Yeah, it's that. So I should be able to do. Is it going to be in documents, dolphin? Or just in. Oh, it's an app data, probably. Roaming, dolphin, emulator, config, profiles. No. Where is it? Is it in game settings? Maybe? Yeah. There we go. The ini here. R44
Oh, right,
J8P.
oh, I might have that. Game settings off.
Yeah, I just got it. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. I got it. All good.
I do have it though. It's the debug logging one.
Yeah, well, there's the debug logging one, but there's also map jump.
Oh, I don't have that one actually.
Okay, well, I got map jump, so we're all good. Okay, here's the code. So I believe guess Donko's password, everyone. Yeah, you can try. Exploring Dolphin's folders using Dolphin. Yes, exactly. I'm using the Dolphin, the other Dolphin, the Dolphin file manager thing. Okay, so I believe what we do here is we set one of these is the caller and one of these is not. So I think it's these two are the callers. So I think we want 7, 6. So I think we just set this to 7 and this to 6 because these are setting memory values, you see, right? And so I think we set those two. We set 7 and 6. And then I think we should be able to start with Revolution patches, open up our Heiretsu XML. And then the other thing that we should do actually real quick is we should make sure I have unchecked my like regular game patches. Okay, good. I did. And I have debug logging. That's fine. Okay, now start with Revolution patches, open Revolution XML. And then enable the translation. We're going to disable restoring some commands. And we're going to save this as a preset, by the way.
Yeah.
Heiretsu translation.
Jump.
Yeah, true. Well, no, it's not. It's just Heiretsu translation. Okay, start. Log. Oh, perfect. Okay, we're so good. We're so good. We're so golden. I was real nervous there for a second. Sega.
Woo, Sega.
We're back in it. We're back in it, boys.
Where's my seagull? Come on.
The seagull's coming. The seagull's coming. The seagull's coming. Here, I won't even skip it for you, dude. I'm gonna have the seagull come out.
I'm so gassed by this seagull, man. I'm its #1 fan.
Hell yes. Hell yeah! Here comes the seagull. Oh my god, he's singing.
Ba ba da ba 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 ba.
Wow. Clap, 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 clap. Wow.
Button wa oshite kunaba. Oh, sorry, I can't say that.
You did your best, King.
I tried.
Okay, okay. Here we go. We're going in. We're loading in. So this should work. It should be the map that we wanted. Okay, we're cooking. Yay, did it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if the bug happens now. So we're just gonna skip through all this dialogue.
What's the bug?
So the bug happens. Let's see where it's supposed to happen. So this bug happens. Oh, I don't have it in English. Here, let's look it up in Weblate real fast.
Millie, translate now.
Hell yeah. So it's this line right here. We can just search for that line. The bug happens after the final task of a big game of hide and seek. Okay,
yeah.
And this is on line 39. So, okay. Oh, Jesus, okay. Which one do I select? Okay, so there's a select in here. Actually, I can just check Weblate again. Okay.
I should become a VTuber, says Amelia. I disagree.
Oh, Will does have a great voice. That is true, though. Yes, you do, Will. Don't lie. Okay, so we have... Yeah, for Tsuruya Steak, V jumps to 13. For that, Jig V jumps to 20. And we want 39. So let's see, is there another V jump coming up? Let's see. V jump. Okay, no. So... And then there's going to be a jump, though. Oh, no, there isn't. What the hell? Okay, maybe actually we do need to do the first one then, because that might be it. And then let's see if there's a jump here. No,
Chat
okay,
actually gets
interesting.
red when I'm around. Real. Junko, you can't neglect your chat.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
Kuno Junko 69 they're calling you.
Well, that's my password apparently.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
So what's the bug?
The bug is that it freaks out in some way. Like there's actually like a cam set bug that happens.
Oh, it
apparently.
it actually goes crazy. That's funny.
Yeah, here, let me show you what we have in the not loopy study. Don't join that right now. We're already in a channel here. In Heiretsu, in translation, we had a thing. So here's the main bug that we're talking about. Yeah, it's this one right here.
Oh, where it looks.
Yeah, it's this right here. Oh, sorry, not that. It's this right here. Line 159, label in CMD cam set. And remember we saw a
translation bug?
No, so this is the compilation bug that I was just talking about.
Right, I see.
So this happens. So line 153 is where this V jump happened, right? And
but you can jump to lines in VS Code. What the hell?
Yeah, you can jump to lines. It's Control G, and it goes to a specific line. And then line 159 is
of hours.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so then line 159 here is this cam set, and it's erroring on the cam set. So I think it was this V jump that was causing the problem.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna get to this eventually. So let's actually see.
Millie says that she's watching this on 2 screens because the text is so small.
Okay, so this is actually happening here. Oh, you're watching this on 2 screens. Text is small. I'm so sorry, Queen. Okay, so these are choices, and 38 is the choice here. Oh, and the V jump is actually broken in the in this because of that. Because of the V jump in here is broken. Like it doesn't show up in WebLate. Because it bugged in the script apparently. So okay, here we go. So we want to select go to the deck though.
Yeah.
Wow, I love this far cam shot. That's so fun. Okay.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, look at that mysterious music. Announce.
Oh, what a song.
Okay, go to the deck. We're gonna select go to the deck and we'll see if the error happens. No.
No.
I think we fixed it. I think we fixed it, King.
What did you change in this thing?
Well, I just changed the compiler. Okay, we fixed this bug. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So the compiler was... I'll show you what I fixed. So
yeah,
basically,
what was the compiler issue?
There was a bug in the original script. I swear to God, that's what it is. So basically, in here, this was initially decompiling as -1, right? Okay.
Oh.
And
well, yeah,
that's very strange. So the thing is, okay. So let me explain why this was happening. I think. Okay. So basically, in wait, does this choice not matter at all then? That's really funny if that's the case. No, I don't. I think it does. I think it does matter. No, it
Huh?
This choice literally does not matter.
It only goes to label 004. So wait,
Yeah,
regardless of what you pick, the same thing happens. But I guess it sets some flags, right?
No, but label 004 just always have it skips all of this potential dialogue here.
Is that because is this perhaps it does that because on a later day you make the choice and then it makes a difference? Is that why?
No, I don't think so. Gorilla fixed.
Minnie's watching this for the CRT apparently. Marissa K is here for Junko and the Will.
That's our girl Pigo. That's the broken page monkey. I love that.
Ooh. Hey Pigo.
Hi Pigo. Okay, so label so this V jump, this true means it always happens. And so before there was a -1 here. That was breaking it, and the reason that was happening, Will, is if we go into um, script command invocation. So basically in here, if we look at Ghidra here, you can see that there are control codes, right? That it uses to calculate integer values. And so 300 means it does a direct value. 302 looks up something in memory directly. 303 does a sort of map thing where it has these possible values of 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth, and looks up specific memory values based on those. And 304 rather actually loads a variable from the script directly. Okay, so does that make sense so far?
Yeah, okay, yeah, fine,
So
okay.
basically, in this script, there is on this value here, it has 1002 instead of one of these 300, 302, 303 values. It had 1002. Like it was supposed to be memory map, but they didn't put the right value there. But I think it doesn't matter because this true means that the V jump always happens. Yeah.
Well, the
And
compiler was screwed there because
so
it
the
was invalid
compiler was
from the
screwed
save.
there, and so it broke the script itself when it was recompiling.
Yeah.
But now, so I made it so that it's okay with that. It will actually replace this with something else. But the true means it always goes there. So I think it always skips this dialogue, though.
Doesn't really make much sense, but
It doesn't.
is that unused then? Is that, or is that?
I think it's unused. It must be because we didn't see any of this dialogue happen, right? Like it just skips
Is this
straight to going to the next
is
thing.
it perhaps the case that what you have is like where basically you got, because obviously the game is a looping game, that dialogue gets used in another branch, but it's just copied onto this file as well, just because. Is
Let's
that
see.
perhaps it?
No, it's only appears this line only appears in this file.
Try a couple
It's
more
just
of the lines,
sure.
just to make sure, because it might be.
Only in this file.
Yeah.
Only in this file. Yeah, this is
Wait, now we got to
unused.
get that bit. Now we got to change that jump to label 000. That's what you got to do now, Jonko. Right? Go on. You have to. You have to try it. Go on. Have a putt. We can't do it in this file. This won't. Oh no, it will work, wouldn't it?
It
It'll
would.
decompile it.
I have to.
Yeah, go
I
on.
have to just put it in assets as well.
Do
So I just
it.
have to
Needs to
copy
happen.
this.
We've
Okay.
got to do it
Okay,
for
we'll
the
give it a
bit.
shot. We'll do it for the bit, King.
Lost
Okay.
media. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So here we go. This is going into. Or do I only have
Well,
two
there's always
folders of it?
dialogue that gets skipped, Millie, but I think usually what happens is it's like, well, it only gets skipped depending on the context. Like there is some dialogue that gets repeated over the multiple loops, isn't it? But and some of it gets like truncated and stuff. But
Okay. So we're doing into assets. We go into scripts. We paste this script. I guess we'll see. Here we go. So now we have to just compile it. And I think we can just do a copy to here now because we are only changing the archive. So we'll do copy to, and we'll give it the dolphin path here. And that will do it automatically. That will copy the archives that it builds automatically. Yeah, it's really weird. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't know why they would do that, but I just changed it, so it should do that dialogue now. That might be an I think it is a bug in the original game. Like, genuinely. I think that's a bug in the original game. Which means maybe we should consider fixing it. I don't know.
wow.
Yes, I am. Would love to go. My dad is asking me if I'm in town on August 27th so that we can go to a Mariners game. I'm using PowerShell on Linux, King. PowerShell works on Linux.
Have you ever been? Did you ever actually? I did notice that, but also that's very weird. But also, have you ever like ordered food on your Nintendo DS when you were at a Mariners game? They used to let you do that, didn't
No,
they?
I've never done that. I've never done that, King.
That was a thing, wasn't it? Where you could like had little
I don't.
Nintendo
I've never
3DS
heard
to
of
order
this.
food.
I've never
That's a
heard of
thing.
this. I
Had like a
believe
special
you.
3D. It was their own Nintendo owned them, or I think they still own a little bit of them, but not as much as they used to.
That's crazy. It's literally crazy. Can I launch a preset revolution? Is that a thing I can do? No, I can't figure out how to do that. Okay,
No, you still have to do it. It's annoying. Yeah, you have to still do that.
oh my god. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh, that is a different. I clicked the wrong.
Yeah, you're
fucking
playing
game.
launching Arana Hirano Aya's premium music
Premium.
movie disc
Yeah.
for
Whoops.
Suzumiya Haruhino Gekido. That's not gonna work.
Have I tried it in
We
the
love.
unpatched game? I have not. Let's try it in the unpatched game in just a second. We're gonna do that, but let's see what happens here first. We're patching it. Yeah, we just fast forward. We fast forwarded.
I was about
Okay,
to
here we go.
serenade. It's a gif.
Okay, go to the
Alright.
deck. Oh, it didn't work.
Huh?
I did something wrong.
Didn't work.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't copy
Well,
the
that's-
patch actually. But let's try this in the unpatched game first. Let's try this in the unpatched game.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do that real quick.
Heiretsu TikTok version.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, this Chokuretsu music, bro.
I know,
That's
right?
the Chokuretsu title screen. Yeah, it skips it.
Okay.
It skips that dialogue. Oh, hello,
So
Gig.
let's try it. We gotta load. We gotta load 000 now.
Yeah, so here, let's see. I can probably just take out that. Well, first of all, let's make sure that I didn't just like miscopy it or something. Oops. Like so, I'm just gonna make sure I actually copy it in. Oops. There
We
we go.
almost fell watching the stream. Can I sue us? No.
You can't actually. That's not how it works.
When are we getting the matching bug-compatible compiler for this scripting format?
What?
Says Phoenix found. I don't know what you mean.
What do you mean by that? Hey, explain yourself.
We've got to add Subway Surfers. You guys
Oh my
seen
God.
the episode of City the Animation this week? Where they split the screen in 9.
I did not see City
It's
of the Animation
crazy.
yet.
Amazing. Right, let's see.
Yeah, no. It just
Guess we
it just
why
goes.
why have we not why does that not work? Hmm.
Well, so let's just do. I think it maybe just the V jump is weird. Let's just take out the V jump, and it should go right into the next thing. So we'll just take out
Yeah,
the V
right.
jump entirely.
Do we does it jump to the next label just immediately? Is it...
Yeah, it does. It goes. Well, that's not even another label. You can see. Well, I guess it is a label, but it's not. It's not a different section. Like the section is in here, so it's just not. It just goes straight on to the next thing. Doesn't even have a different label. Okay, so let's replace this, and then we'll do this again in Heiretsu translation build. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on. Cause yeah, like go to the deck. You would think that it would go and do this after, but it doesn't. It just skips straight to. So like it goes straight because when it skips this to label 004, right? Let's go back and look at this. So when it skips it and goes to label 004, it sets these flags. First of all, it always jumps to label 004. So I'm not sure if it even goes to. Oh no, it does. Here's where it actually sets it. So this is changing different IDs. Like this is changing to the Israeli Defense Force 07A. No, I don't know what that actually stands for. It could be the Immune Deficiency Foundation. You remember when, I don't know if you remember this, I'm into VTubers too much, but Mousy did a fundraiser for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which was really beautiful. It was really wonderful of her, but everyone was like, no, it's not that IDF that she's fundraising for, guys. It's the Immune Deficiency Foundation, just so you know. It's good. But anyway,
it's probably
so,
identifier or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably identifier or something. Well, actually, it might be interrupts or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, basically, this is just changing to this map is all it's doing. Yeah, more Heiretsu hacking, bro. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So yeah, this changes based on the map you select. It goes to a different there's 4 different possible maps apparently. Why would there be 4? There's only 3 options. What the hell?
What? Where's the 4th?
The 4th is right here. If you don't go to any of these labels, it would just go to a default 11.
Where's that? Which map is that?
I don't know. Here, let's look at our spreadsheet. So first of all, those are how
Map 11.
Yeah, map 11.
Well,
Well, I don't know, is that true though? It's IDF 07A. Where does this get
you mean
defined?
11A for the...
Oh, 11A?
Yeah.
Is IDF even in this file? No. Okay. Can I find 11A in this? Oops. In this file?
Yes, map flag 011A.
So that's it. That's probably it. Unless there's a different map flag for 11A that it's finding here somewhere. Oh, that's the script 11A.
Alright.
Oh, map flag F11A. So the ID is ID, and then F is the F flag F11A. So ID M flag F11A probably.
Flag ID 11A, yeah.
Yeah, probably is what it is. So that would go to 7-Eleven, baby.
What is 7-Eleven apart from a lovely 24-hour
Let's see if there is any other F11A in here. So there are other ways to get to 11A. There are other ways to get to 11A. But 11A is this script. So there, I don't know what that means, but yeah, that's what it is. That's crazy. And it takes place in, oh, it tells us over here. It takes place in cabin B, and the title of it is, I think this is this title, right? Script description. Script description is Tsuruya-san.
Yeah,
hey, Millie, can you read that kanji? I can't read that kanji. Tsuruya-san something. Here, let's see if it's done building. Yeah, I'll let you read the kanji here.
Yay for variable names.
Yeah. You want to see the unused dialogue before you go to sleep? Okay, here, let's try to find the unused dialogue before you go to sleep, King. Okay. Yeah. It should have finished building and copying it. Yeah, copied the output in just fine. Okay.
Search. It means search, apparently. Tsuruya search or something.
Oh, Tsuruya search. Okay, that makes sense. We're searching for Tsuruya in the cabin, apparently. Thank you, Queen. Okay. Okay.
Love that. I love the fast forward. It's very funny.
It is very funny.
Right, hopefully this time we're going to jump to 11.
Yes. Well, we don't jump to 11, I don't think.
As in we, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go to the pool, and we should see... No, it still goes. What the fuck? Why does it skip that?
Maybe it's not working.
Yeah, maybe it's not working. Okay, here, let's see. So, let's see. So here, this jumps to label 000, which is right here. And then it jumps to label 001. Oh, is there a... Oh, no, this is a different script. But it might have a jump in here or something. No, what the hell? What the hell? Okay, so this select shouldn't jump unless we tell it to. Because here's the V jump at the end of it to label 004. So this should not jump unless we tell it to. It should... I wonder... But Mikuru's not in the scene anymore. Oh, it's not actually unused. It's out of order, isn't... Oh, no, maybe it is. No, it's out of order. It is used, I think. Because it jumps to 000.
Oh, so it plays that first.
So no, this part is the unused part. Right?
Maybe. Unless we jump to it.
Unless we jump to it. So here's label 001. Let's search for label 001. So, no, okay. So jump... Yeah, no, it's unused. Oh, no. Will, you're right. Will, you're right. It's a condition. It's a condition. Right. If this M flag is set, if you've been to 06B, then you go to this dialogue instead.
So it's not unused. There you go.
It's not unused. Okay. We figured it out. Everyone.
It makes more sense. We figured it out.
It does make more sense. I'm really glad that it's not a bug. I'm really glad that it's not a bug, because that would suck if we had to, like, fix something in the base game.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, cool. We did it. We did it, gamers. So yeah, label 000 is what it was jumping to. So that makes sense. Awesome. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful, gamers. We did it.
It's glorious.
Yeah, we did it, gamers. So anyway, okay, that all makes perfect sense to me. Good night, Ermi. We did it. Yeah, so
Good
it's
night,
based on
Ernie.
it's based on when you went. It's based on where you the jump is based
Based
on
on
the
where you've been.
previous. Yeah, so it's if this map flag is set. So basically at the beginning when you enter, first of all it turns on logging, which is always funny that it does that. Because it doesn't actually do anything. Um but so basically it algos a bunch of people, which I have no idea what algo does. Have I documented algo? Let's find out.
Algo.
Oops.
Oh, you just tried to create a new page.
I don't want to do that. No, I haven't documented algo,
Nope.
so I don't know what algo
Who
does.
knows?
Yeah, who knows what algo does? But anyway, they algo these characters, and then they cam move, and then they fade in. So they algo them while it's still not faded in. Cam move to here, and then they jump to label 000 only if var mflag f06b is set. So mflag f06b is set in here. This is if you've been to this particular map. So mflag 06b is 7-6. Wasn't that where we were? So if you've done this before, is that what that means? Yeah, so if you've done this, if you've looped, Will, you were totally right. If you've looped
Mm.
before, it goes to that. If you've
Okay, so yeah,
looped
it
to it
doesn't
before.
really. It's not separate scripts for the loops.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
So if
I've
you
got
if you've been to this map before, like if you've done this scene before, then it plays that separate dialogue. Yeah, hell yeah,
Cool.
we figured it out, King. We figured it out, and we fixed a bug, which is good. Let's see if there was a couple other bugs that I wanted to look at. So that was the big one. That was the big one for sure. But there's other weird random things that have been happening. So there's this bug. There's this bug, Will. Do you recognize
Oh,
it?
I have remember that bug. Is that from the demo?
No, that's from that's in the real final game. And so
Okay.
this says 34 minutes and 20 seconds before now. But for some reason, instead of doing that, it's displaying at y equals 34 pixels, probably. I don't know why it's doing that. It's very strange.
Weird. Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
interesting one.
yeah. So I don't know why it's doing that. Streamer just called Yuki a bug. I would never call Yuki a bug. Don't lie.
Yuki's not a bug. She's an alien.
Yeah, it's so true. So true. So true. That's accurate. That's so accurate. So I don't know why that's happening. If we can look at like the font hack maybe and see. I mean, this is. I don't. Skip code that makes half width digits into full ones. Is that gonna be the problem? I don't know.
How many digits are even in the game?
Um, I don't know. Why am I doing that? Why am I skipping code that makes half width digits to full one? Anyone know? Okay, so 34 minutes and
I have
24
no
seconds from
idea.
now. Let's look it up. Let's look it up in the weblate.
Yeah, yeah, sure. What's actually in that command? Is there some weird control codes?
Yeah, let's find out. So, so let's just look up 34 seconds or 34 minutes, whatever. It found it. It's fine. Weblade's smart. So 34 minutes and 20 seconds before now. So yeah, I assume so too, and it's probably something I wrote. Is what I'm guessing. But maybe not. Maybe it is. Oh, you know what? You might be right. It might be something in the original game. Let's look at the font worth routine in Ghidra. It's probably font something, right? Font parse encoding. Font something. Um, read font, font size, SCR load dialog line, maybe. What are the xrefs to here? Random functions all over the place. Dialog load line might be interesting. So here's the X and the Y, where it's determining which X and Y to print. Dialog load line has an X and a Y. So let's see if X and Y get overridden somewhere or something. If line equals ox1e, that's 30. Okay, wait. I actually want to see ox24, which is 36. Do you want to bet that there's an ox22 in here?
Go on. Boom.
That is different, though. That's not quite right. Let's search everything. We can search all decompiled text in Ghidra. If we search program text, we can search everything, I guess, all blocks for ox22. That might be awful, actually. Whatever. We'll just see what we can do. Oh yeah, this is horrid. Oh wait, I have to make it. It's searching the text. Can I search for like a literal value, maybe? Decompiled text. That might be better. Search decompiled text. ox22. Okay, we have searched this. What do you think it might be in? Font something. Line 143.
Check the eng script, Mega Johnny posits.
Maybe line 14. OX220, that's not it. Line 143. OX220, that's not it. I'm looking for things. Dialog load line. This is the one we found before that was OX22. You know, I mean, like, I just don't think so, right? Like, this isn't. This is something else, clearly. But, like, maybe there's something here. I feel like there's something here because it's checking. Here, let's just search all of the lines. Like, maybe it's a greater than or equal to thing. Maybe it's a greater than. It might not be OX22 specifically. Like, look at this. Yeah, OX30. This is checking characters. This is doing some special stuff. So yeah, this is equals equals. This is OX1E. If bvar2. So why is it setting? Because line is a char array, right? Yeah, it's a char array. So what is OX1E in ASCII, by the way? Here, let's change this to a char. I don't know. It's not a real character. Because like OX24 might be, is that a real character? It's $sign. Um, PBVAR, that is something else. Yeah, so here's X and Y, right? It's doing shorts of X and Y. Um, so X, line X, or I'll just call it short X, short Y. Does it do something with these somewhere? Render text. So this is rendering text at short X, short Y. I really am wondering if render text takes some value here sometimes other than this typical short X, short Y. Like here where it does some shit. This is crazy. What the fuck is happening here? I swear to God, this must be. I feel like it's got to be in render text somewhere. Like something is calling it somewhere. This is such a long function. What the hell? Okay, let's see render text real quick. Oh, I haven't named the parameters here yet. Okay, so render text. This is, we know it's X. This is Y. Render text is rendering a specific. What the hell? What do you mean render text not found? I just was looking. Yeah, oh, render text. I see. I spelled it wrong. So render text, a simple way to look at it is this is rendering a character. Um, let's change this to care, and then maybe I can change the. Maybe I can't change it. You can change other ones somewhere. You can change them to Shift.js and Ghidra, but I guess not that one. Anyway, so this is the character to render. And then this is X. What is IVAR 16? IVAR 16 is local 98. What is local 98? Local 98 is just X. Okay. But it can change. Because it could be IVAR 5, which is equal to IVAR 7. Why do they do this to me, King? Which is equal to UVAR 17 minus 5 times hex 10. And UVAR 17 is equal to 0. Oh my god. Yeah, no, they definitely like modify the X and Y in here. Bless you, King.
Sorry, no, I just coughed.
No, that's chill. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being honest about that.
Oh.
Okay, there's some shit in here. Okay. So this is like parsing special characters, right? That's what this is supposed to do.
Well, yeah, I guess it's like scanning
Yeah.
for control
Um,
characters.
yeah, pretty
For example,
much.
maybe that $sign one is to check color changing or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I assume. Um, maybe it's just looking for 3. Maybe it just looks for 3. What is 3 in ASCII?
2. Oh, right, in ASCII. Might be.
ASCII table. This is the
51.
classic. 51. Thank you, King. Yes, indeed, it is 51. That's HTML 51. It is 33 in hex. Okay, let's see. OX33. No, 51. Oh, not 510, 51. OX51, though. Well, that's not what it is, though. It's 51 in decimal. What is 3 ASCII 2? That's quotable for sure. Clip that. Clip that.
Well, you know, zero index. That's what I was
Uh-huh.
thinking.
3 in ASCII
Come
is 2.
on.
3 in
Oh,
ASCII
let's
is
think it's
2.
zero index.
3 in ASCII is so 2, man.
I figured it was probably 2, you know, zero index.
Sure.
Zero is zero. Oh, well, no, because you have zero. Probably that's a stupid answer.
Oh man. Oh
I
man.
figured 9 was zero in my head. Anyway. Oh.
Oh man. That's real good. Okay. I mean, maybe it's in command dialog we can just look in, right? That's like probably the place to start. Or command, it's command talk wait, right? Command TW, I think is what it is. Yeah, here's command TW. So let's start in here. So it gets the params is what it's going to do. So here's command def. It has to get the params. So scr get param. And what is the order of params in dialogue? Let's take a look. What is Naruto G and T? Oh, it's gecko code type. Okay. That's fair. I was looking at things. I was looking at writing gecko codes. Okay. So talk wait. I can close the scripting language thing because I have it up here. Talk wait, its order of commands are string dialogue, lip sync data, nameplate, voice file. Okay, so we start with string dialogue, though. It always has string dialogue. Naruto Jin and Tonic. Let's fucking go, dude. That sounds delicious. So yeah, so we first start by getting all the params. Hell yeah. Here we load value from array, so this is the dialogue. I can spell dialogue right. And it actually sprintfs the dialogue, doesn't it?
Oh, like we, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's exactly what we do.
Yeah, it is.
What? Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, line label CMD.
It's kind of interesting. Is it?
Oh,
Line
this is if
label
it's an
CMD,
error, right? This is if it's an error.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's the error thing. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So why does it? Is this like if? Oh, if this is 0, 0. If this char array here where it gets the. So this is dialogue first. Okay, so put this back to whatever it was. Dialogue pointer. I guess I'll just call it. This is actually dialogue, and it's a char array actually. So if dialogue is 0, 0, then but if it's not, we skip over this. Yeah, see, it returns 1 here for error when that happens. If not, though, we store this here. So this becomes dialogue local dialogue, we'll call it. And then we load value from array. So this is dialogue line here. And that's a char. Okay. Okay, and then O3 plus O34 has to be the string length. So this is also the dialogue line. Dialogue def. Oh no, this is dialogue length. Is what it's calculating here. Oh, that's interesting. So they have a max length for dialogue lines. Is that right? What I'm seeing here? That's weird. I don't know what that is. Okay. Um and then this is getting other things. Or maybe that's like the voice line actually. This might be other commands. I don't know. Yeah, this is the voice line here. So this is actually something different. This isn't dialogue. I take it back. What were the other params here? Lip sync data and nameplate. This is probably nameplate actually. Whatever. Fuck this. We continue on. We soldier on. Um okay. Oh, here is okay, so this is dialogue. So let's look at hex 6-7 because that was where they stored the dialogue. Yeah, this is where they store dialogue, it looks like. So if it's hex 2, we do some shit. If it starts with hex 2. Okay, that's the only place that we care about it though. Okay. Whatever. We continue on. We soldier on. Okay, I have no fucking clue what's happening here. But surely there is a surely at some point there is a
Narrative
dialogue.
tonic.
Also true. Okay, maybe this command is useless. I don't know. I think it stores stuff here and then something else actually calls it, right? Like, that's gotta be what it is. Something else is actually printing the dialogue out, I would assume. Unless there is something magical happening in here that I don't recognize. Here, what calls this font? Where was it? Load dialogue line. What actually calls these? So like load dialogue line 0 has this stuff. Let's find out what calls this. A bunch of random fucking functions, man. Let's see what calls this. So here's load dialogue line. What calls this? Bunch of random fucking functions. My god. See what I mean? This game is complicated, man. Bunch of random fucking functions. Load story main map. Load main story map, I mean. Excellent. And the extras mode also calls it. So we're going to call this real quick just so I can keep track of it. We're going to call this SCR dialogue start caller. I spelled caller wrong. So this is load story main map. SCR calc CMD def. Yeah, so this is loads the script, loads scene graphics, all that stuff. Okay, so then param1 is a state. There's different script states. Sound set current BGM index, call script block async, play this stuff, play volume. SCR dialogue start caller. So at the very end, it calls the dialogue start caller. So this is actually probably a script parser of some sort, like execution engine. And what is it? Does it pass its state? Is that what passes it? Yeah. So this is state again. And so we're going to rename this execution engine. I'm pretty sure is what it is because it's executing the script. So this is SCR execution engine. And so then this is past state. Let's see what state happens. So state is checked in a couple of places. So now we're going to go back in here and we're going to see where this actually gets called here. So we have load dialog line here, and we're going to follow it back up the tree like I was doing before until we get to SCR execution engine. Oh my god. Oh wait, it found it actually. Okay. Here, here, and then here's SCR execution engine. So this gets called here. That's when state is 5, apparently, it gets called. So, SCR something. It doesn't get past anything, interestingly. Like, it doesn't have any things, but it has global CMD def. It has it pulls the command definition from the global, is what's happening there. So now let's go back. SCR CMD execute, we'll call it for now. It could be something else, who knows, but we're going to call it that for now just so we can keep track of it. And then this is calling this here somewhere. Twice, actually. It calls it in 2 different places. So it calls it here, and it calls it there. And this actually has things that it passes. So it has CMD def plus B14, CMD def plus B16, CMD def plus, or CMD def B12, CMD def B13 is what it's calling in here. Who the fuck knows what any of that is? And then it calls the same method here, and then that method is calling, it has sprintfs. That method is calling our dialog caller, right? Yeah, load dialog line 2. And there's got to be, load dialog line 0. So this local 848 is line, or is dialog line specifically. And that is a char array, so dialog line. Is it not a char array? Is it just a char? No, it's a char array. Okay. And so this mem copies that into here. This sprintf stuff of the dialog line. Here's the dialog line. What on earth is this? So this is 35. That's interesting, maybe. This is 74. This is 166, 17, whatever. I don't care. If -1 is less than char param 4, and char param 4 is less than percentage, which percentage is 37, and param 4 from here, param 4 is passed in through here, and it is initially it's this thing here. It's this char array that comes from here, plus 3. This is insane. I genuinely don't know what's happening. Yeah, this is kind of insane. So there is something in here that is happening to pull this character out. Here, let's search. You know what? We're searching something. I'm gonna find something here. We're gonna search decompiled text for greater than or equal to OX30. We're gonna do a regular expression. We're gonna do greater than or equal to 0x30 or less than or 0x30 less than or equal to, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Because this is like numbers, right? We're just looking at numbers here. So let's see if we can find something. I don't know that we will, but like we're gonna try. Looks like we're not gonna find anything. Okay, so we're gonna try again. And we're gonna do, yeah, that, thank you. But this time we're gonna do 2f, and we're gonna do this. And we also might just do 30 at some point and just see if it starts with 1, maybe, would be it. Okay, we're gonna keep trying. Three zero, 30. Oh, hey, we got something. Screen report.
Nice.
Screen report. Sort away. Okay, so screen report line 40. So if param2 plus minus is less than this, which is param5, break. Okay, so what calls screen report? What is screen report? Why did I name it screen report? Did I name it that? No, this is halt. So this is coming from a, this is a different thing, because this is coming from fucking, like, if the game is crashing, right? That's like what halt is. Error, improper firmware. Crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, so this one is more interesting potentially.
Check with breakpoints. There's Mega Johnny. John, I think I'm gonna have to head off now. By the way, as it's getting a little later on, but good fun. Always good fun.
Always good fun to hang out with you, William.
Have a look. Do some more stuff soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hang out again at some point. I'm glad you were able to join. It's always fun to have you on, Will. I'm gonna also go off soon. I've been streaming for an hour and 50 minutes, but I'm gonna say that, and then I'm gonna stream for another hour. Probably is what's gonna happen.
Well, let me know if you get somewhere with this. See you soon.
Yep. All right. See you around.
All right. In a bit. Bye-bye.
Yep, bye. It's a good idea. We could try breakpoints, and we could see the exact call stack if we did that. That's smart. Let's do breakpoints. Good idea. So we're gonna do dialog load line. Okay, so let's do dialog load line, and let's just go in. Let's just do it. We'll just set a breakpoint in here for this. And then this scene, we're going to look up what scene this was. So we already looked up that the scene was SCR03A was where this was happening. So 03A. Here it is. 003A, which is 23 is our caller. So let's load directly into that. And let's verify that this is happening. Okay, so we can go in here. Let's edit this code. And we'll do 2, 3. And then we have to bring back all of our stuff in here. And we're going to delete different files this time. Heiretsu translations, scripts, strings rather. So hex 30 is 0 is the character 0 in ASCII. That's what I was searching there. And so hex 3-4, like hex 3-3 would be the character 3. So my thought was like if it's going to be less than 0 and greater than 9, like it's looking for digits is what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to do. But I didn't see it. So, you know, oh well. This that we're doing here is 07803. 07803. So we're keeping that in there, and everything else is going. We'll keep the other 078 in there just for fun. Okay, there we go. So now we did that. And let's build this patch again. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, is just looking for a digit, basically. But I have no idea. It didn't work. We weren't able to find anything. But that was my concept, at least, was maybe look for that. It could also be, like, we could try one more time with that and see if we can find a different thing, which would be if we did 0 like this, like car 0. But I don't know that that will work. I kind of doubt it will. I doubt we'll find anything. But worth trying, maybe. Yeah. Nothing. That's okay. All right, it has built. So now let's take a look at this and let's find the bug here. Okay. I think this is a build patch bug, probably. Yeah, you can see there's some issues with event files as well that we have to fix. Yeah, it does, yeah. Okay, so whose section is this? So let's load up this script. And it is this one right here. And let's look for 3, 4. Yeah, there it is. So obviously this is Nagato, right? Yeah, this is Nagato. So we have to go talk to Nagato. So let's talk to her. Oh, it didn't replace the text here. That's weird. Oh, it did. I just didn't load it. No, I did load up the patch. It's the patch stuff. Okay. That's weird. Is it not actually copying? Do I need to copy manually? Is that the problem? Let's see. Do you know if it for IDA Pro? Yes, there is a plugin for DS plugin for IDA Pro. But I do recommend Ghidra, honestly. I think the Ghidra plugin is better than the IDA plugin. And Ghidra is very good for NDS games, honestly. I'm also using it for this. It works pretty well for this as well, but it's very, very good for NDS games, I think. I recommend Ghidra highly. And with the NTR Ghidra plugin. Okay, there we go. It worked this time. There we go. So we can see the bug now. So let's try this again. Let's launch this, and we're gonna set a breakpoint this time for this function here. Let's go back to Dolphin. Let's load up Dolphin. For some reason, Dolphin launched over here. Oh, alright, I disabled the breakpoint. If I turn it on, it hits it immediately, so we can actually see this once we get here. Okay. So now we can do this, and we can set the breakpoint, and we can see what's happening in code here. So first things first, let's take a look at what's being passed in. So Caroline int x, int y is what we actually care about because the y is what's off here, right? So R3 is this. We can see x. What's going on here? Okay. So dialog load line has Caroline. So we should, if we go to this thing, we should see the line. So let's go to that in memory and see if we see the line. Yes, we do. That is minutes and 20 seconds. You can see, yeah, Y7. Hey guys, I think I know what's happening here. Don't be a Ghidra hater. Ghidra's really good. I totally get. I don't know. I totally get not liking Ghidra as much. But I think Ghidra is actually really great once you get used to it. I think the decomp in Ghidra is better than the decomp in IDA. And Ghidra is actually free and open source. Like, why do you have to use stupid like pirated IDA stuff when you can just use the free and open source thing, especially when it has really good plugins. Like I said, the NTR Ghidra one is really good. The GameCube loader is really, really good. I just recommend it over IDA for sure. And the decomp's really good. Yeah. And open source, man. Both are good. So I think this is what's happening. So this Y command here is adjusting the Y. Because this is like X22 that adjusts the X. And then this Y adjusts the Y. And then this 3-4 is just falling into that. Yeah, that's probably it. I don't know how to fix that. Do we put this in here? This must come from somewhere, right? This is from that one file, I think. Z100. Let's look for Y7 maybe. Nope. Tag Y. Nope. So we've got Z100X22 M1 Q2. Yep. Equals. So this is like a prepping thing. Equals X22 Y7. Yeah, this is the script here that's generating the line. But it's nothing special. It's specifically. Oh, you mean like this part here? Hmm. Let's search for program text for this real quick. Yeah, I would recommend getting familiar with Ghidra. I would really highly recommend getting familiar with Ghidra. The one with Japanese, but it doesn't have the chord there. Yeah, exactly. So the one with English has that 34 at the start, and so that's the issue, is it's interfering with that. And even the Japanese one, it has a full width. It doesn't have a half width character. Okay, we don't have Y7, but maybe we have Y. Just hashtag Y could be in here. Yeah, we have some hashtag Y. So hashtag YD. There it is. This is referenced here. S/F. Yeah. So this is the dialogue line. This has to be the dialogue line, probably. Or no, this is. Oh, this is where it goes to. This is uh, formatted line. And then this must be the dialogue line. Or something like that. I don't know exactly. Oh no, this is the Y. This is the Y. Yeah, this is 6 here, so I must have adjusted that to 7 somewhere. Maybe. I don't know if I did that. Maybe it just is different in different places because we saw multiple Y's, right? When we searched all program text. Yeah, there's 2 different places that this happens. Oh no, this is this is something else though, I think. Y734. So, what's the solution? There isn't really a good solution here other than like we could do something stupid. I think that the answer here is we might have to do in WebLake, we might have to change it. That's what I was thinking maybe, but I think that will look ugly, won't it? Like it will indent it in the actual text. Um I think that's just a limitation is we can't have because this actually supports half width characters, like unlike Chokuretsu. So in Chokuretsu, what we would do is we just make this a full width 34, but we can't do that here because we are using half width characters, not full width. Like the full width 3 still exists. Maybe. I guess I could try modifying the printf command. Um, mm, hmm. Yeah, at 34 minutes, yeah. Yeah, so the code is, well, that's what we saw here, right? The code is actually modifying it ahead of time. And the dialogue, like it's modifying it ahead of time to move the X and Y around. Which is a little weird. I mean, we can change it in Dolphin real quick. Like if we put a space here instead, like here, let's change this down. Let's go to ASCII dual view. So if we go down here, we can like put a space here. Oops, not space. Let's keep that as Y. And then if we put like a space here, I don't know what happens. Let's see if that breaks things. Oh, it gets replaced automatically. Yeah, so something is every frame something is doing that replacement. Yeah, I think the space is gonna shift everything for sure. Here, you know what? I'm gonna be right back, folks. I'm gonna just go to the restroom real fast. I'll be right back. 複雑なことが絡み合いまくりすぎてもう目の前が見えないや青く澄んだ空永遠に澄み渡ってジェット機が小さく消えてった何気なしぐさと何気なく交わした会話がここに素のシミを作って波紋を描いて広がるその最初の石を平野と川に投げたんだ最初投げるのは実に簡単だ人間せせで生きてこうこの狂気のさだ Okay, so yeah, that crashed again. That's okay. We're back. Yeah, we could try to do that. We could try to do that. That could be sensible. Um that could be sensible. I mean, let's see. So this formatted line goes through here, right? Where does it end up getting used? Oh, it goes into dialogue line here. I see. They store it back in dialogue line. Presumably that's what this function does. Yeah, it just does that. Okay. So they store it back in dialogue line. And then they mem copy dialogue line into this. But here is the load dialogue line 0, and that's where they call dialogue line here. So this is where they actually are loading the dialogue line. So this is dialogue load line. This is XY also. They have the X and Y coordinates from somewhere. Minus 5DC 0. Yeah. So load dialogue line, copies that X and Y in, and then does this. Dialogue load line probably does something. So what is, let's look at Dolphin real quick. What is this? So this hashtag is 23. Oh, so that's that 23 there, right? We saw 23 in here somewhere. Yep, OX23. So if not equal to OX23, so then let's look for the else here. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. So OX23 Here's the else. No. Yes. No. Okay, wait. Is it still going? Oh my god. Is this the... Oh, maybe I can just do it from... Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay. So... Yeah, so this is x23. Is there another 2-3 in here? Okay. Probably that one, right? Yeah, you bear 3. So else if it's 2-3, go to this label. Where is that label? Come on. Oh, wait, I have to, like, middle click to get to the label. That's right. Or maybe I can just double click it. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. If it's not equal to 2x, oh, okay. So yeah, here it is adjusting the x and y, right? And here is a 3-0, 3-0 and 3-9. Oh, I don't know why I didn't find these before. I was looking for that. Here's the 3-0 and 3-9. That's the digits. So yeah. If it's not equal to space, that's interesting. Because this is a space, right? This is, if we do char, that's space, yeah. This is char. This is char. 9. Yeah, no option for full width digits, unfortunately, indeed. But I think you might be right on the idea of doing this here. Um, and render text, that's X and Y. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Breakpoint time, I think. Okay. So let's delete this one and we'll do this here. Yeah, it does hit it. Okay. Those are no ops? What the hell? Oh, I no op them. I no op those. This is here. This is the no op. Skip code that special cases half width spaces. Fascinating. I probably shouldn't skip this code that does the digits, right? So this is 1,000 here. This is a space. Mm, 3, 4. Hmm. Let's play again. Um. We should look specifically at the X and Y stuff, right? So here. So let's see what this looks like here. I'm assuming that's where it's rendering this text. So yep. All right. So we have, yeah, this ends up being a negative value for Y. It looks like, because that's that's what's happening here. So like if we scroll up here and we go to 802B5A0, we go to render text. This is going to render into it, maybe? No. 802C75C8. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure what render text does exactly. $802B5A0. Oh, that's, oh, sorry, that's R2. No, 6E is what's being rendered. Y is 32 here. You can see that. And that X is actually negative, which that's fine, I guess. What is this value? Oh, I can just like sign integer. Okay, that's crazy. Or is this X and Y? Render text, man. No, second one we said was X. Yeah, maybe we could do that. We could just like insert a random format parameter. The problem is it seems like all the format parameters take numbers. I guess Q doesn't. Like lowercase q doesn't. We could try that. Or hashtag equals. We could try hashtag equals maybe. So let's try that. Let's try, where does it insert the Y again? Here. So we could try replacing this global with like YD and then hashtag equals. We could try doing that. So let's try that maybe. What would be the best way to do that? Probably ref that dot ASCII hashtag Y %B hashtag equals. Oh no. It has to be a replacement, doesn't it? Well, no, we can do, where is this referenced? We can do from where it's referenced. Oops. It's referenced here. Yeah, it marks the beginning of formatting, indeed. But I think you're on to something though. How does PowerPC do this again? I forget. Is it this? Okay, let me actually load this up in here. Let's see. Okay. So this is actually an add R4, R4, 5. So R4 is here, and we add 5 to it to get to that. So we can do. What's the best way to do this? So R4 is defined. R27 is where it comes from. So R4 is defined here. Here's R27. R27, we load this. This is actually not negative. It is a U. Can I? Okay, how? Whatever. This is actually like OX80 something, right? R27, yeah, OX801B. So, okay, so we can change this. Maybe. Fuck. Oh, is this difficult? This is hard. Okay. So, like. Okay, we have a 000 right here, right? We have 000 right here. So this is like room for us to insert something, maybe. This is something that it's referenced, actually. Fuck. That's fine. Okay, let's find some room somewhere, maybe. Because we can just do a REPL somewhere and then reference that directly, right? Okay, this is 6 characters right here, and it's not referenced anywhere. So hashtag Y %D hashtag equals. Oh, amazing. Okay, amazing. We can work with this. We can cook. We can cook. So what we can do here is in here we can do REPL that. Although, does it go to a 0 after that? It does not. We need a 0, don't we? We need a terminating 0. Fuck. Otherwise, it's going to read the whole string. Okay, we need 7 zeros somewhere that are not referenced. How many zeros is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck. Okay, this is a lot of zeros here in the middle, but it looks like it might be referenced to something. Here's just 8 zeros. No, that's 4 zeros, 4 bytes. Never mind. And it is definitely referenced, so. Loop end, situ set end. These are all command names and stuff. This is Japanese. Let's see what it is. It's an error code of some kind. I guess we could replace one of these error codes, right? Like, that doesn't matter. Maybe not. Maybe it does matter. We could just replace an error code. Let's replace TW message error. Fuck it, why not? Okay. So let's do string, I think, because that terminates it automatically, C string style. And let's just replace TW message error with it. It's nice and round location. Okay. So that's good. And now what we'll do here is we'll go back up to here. And specifically right here. So we load in up here. We need to load 801B rather than, okay, so it is already loading 801B. That's good. And then down here, we need to add, so it adds 1268. And we need to add, and then it adds 5 again, right? So we need to add 1820 minus 5. Oh, wait. 18, oh, that was correct. 181B. Okay, so we need to do a REPL of this instruction. Right here. Yes. I think that's right. Well, so there might be text start with numbers, but if there is, it uses full width numbers, not half width. So it's fine in Japanese, but we use half width. Okay. So we have REPL, and we can just comment here, reduce, replace, Y command formatter with one that allows for half width. Reference below. Okay. Okay. So we want to do. So here's the R27 getting loaded. And then it does it down here again. It adds that 1268. And then it adds 5 to param 2. Okay. So here we want to replace this instruction now. Yeah, I mean, like, you could, but it would look ugly because it will use those full width characters. So let's see if this works. I don't know if it will, but we can try it. Okay, so 18B is what I said, right? Yeah, 18B. Yeah. So add I R4 R. Oh no, it's just 427. X 181B. Okay. That should work. That should work. So let's build PS1 now. Yep, cool. And we'll copy the patch from here into here. Overwrite everything. Okay. So that should work. So let's stop this emulation now. Start it again. Okay. That's bad. But hey, we did something. Would it be difficult to edit the font to make the photo with characters? We could do that, but it would be a pain. I don't really want to. We could do that though. Yes, that is an option later down. Like if this doesn't work, we could do that. That's totally possible. But it would be pain to do maybe. Okay. Uh, oh. Oh. Oh no. It's kind of working actually. Okay, let's try that one more time. I want to see what the instruction error was. Okay, so it's 8037288. Okay. So we're going to go to 8037218. Was that what it was? I forget already. Hopefully that's right. That probably wasn't right. Okay, this time we're gonna write it down. Okay, sorry. 8072228. Okay, let's just write that down in KCalc for me. 8037288. Okay. Ignore. Okay, there we go. We hit it. All right. Okay, so yeah, this is an illegal instruction. So I fucked up somehow. Am I replacing that? 803. Yes, this is where I'm replacing it. So this add I. Wait, how is? It's compiling wrong somehow. I mean, let's see real quick. Let's throw this in Dolphin's assembler real quick. Let's see how that assembles. Assemble. Okay, so it's just off by 1. And it's also injecting slightly wrong. Okay, wait. So this is correct here. This is actually where I'm injecting, and that looks right, right? So why is it... I don't even replace there. What's going on? What's going on here? Okay, let's try just commenting that out real quick. That's fun to see there. That's great. Okay. Just check messages real quick. Make sure I don't have anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off soon because I have to go to work. But, you know, that's fine. Okay. That's caps lock that. Okay. So yeah, 8037284 now is illegal. I don't even replace anything there.
外見も相当に巨大な客船だが、その中身もよくもまあここまでと感心するほど広大に作ってある。何も知らずに迷い込めば、俺でさえ迷子になっても不思議じゃないね。すなわち妹が迷子になってもおか
Dude, that's definitely. I didn't even replace this. What's happening? Why is it saying it's illegal now? Is it okay? Is it this REPL down here that's fucking with things? Let's see. Okay. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, we inject is kind of jank, so like, it doesn't surprise me that something is breaking here. But I want to try to get it working. Okay, now it's fine. So it was that thing that was messing it up. So OX8080. Here. Okay. So why would this be messing things up? Let's go to that in memory. Okay. So let's try this again. Let's try uncommenting these now. Because this first one definitely worked. It's just this thing that's breaking things, apparently. So let's try building this again. Right into... Okay, and then we'll set our breakpoint here. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, so first of all, this memory did not get replaced, but the illegal instruction is still here. So that's... What the hell is going on here? So I feel like maybe what's happening here is this is bleeding through down to here somehow. See what I mean by it's a little jank? This REPL works fine up here. So why would that one be bleeding through? Maybe it's like a something happened. Maybe it's like I'm already replacing code there. Yeah, I'm already replacing code there, maybe. No, it shouldn't be. I'm replacing from 8018, and this is at 801B. That's so weird. I guess I can check we inject real quick and see where it's going wrong. Put you in, coach. Do you want to go in, Gig? You can go in. I'm gonna open up we inject in Writer real quick. This is so zoomed in. What the hell? Okay, whatever. Let's take a look here. Okay. So let's just copy whatever we're doing in build.ps1. Let's already prepare us for dealing with we inject here. Oh, whoops. Okay, cool. We're good there. So we've got this. Okay. We don't have DevKit Pro installed, and I really don't install it. Ugh. But I have to debug. Guess I have no choice. I have to install DevKit Pro. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. I have no choice, so oh well. I guess I can just copy. Okay. Oh, whoops, I didn't copy that correctly. Copy. Yeah. Oh my god, I hate this. Okay, whatever. Hell yeah, I'm still alive. Okay, DKP Pac-Man. SY. NBS. Yeah. Okay. We can do this now without being in a Docker container. Okay. So now I can just copy these args from here. Put us in the Heiretsu translation build folder. Okay. And put in for DevKit Pro. Put ops DevKit Pro. Okay. Yep. That should be fine. Okay. And then we're going to go into weinject.lib and we're going to set a breakpoint here on our assembler, I guess. I basically wrote a linker in here. It's kind of terrible, but whatever. Okay. Okay, let's see. REPL somewhere. Yeah, here's REPL. Let's see what happens when I do this. Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh. I guess I have to do this first. Okay, that's fine. I guess I just won't. I'll just comment this out and I'll just do this real quick. Okay. That will work now. GCC not found. Oh, I did NDS dev instead of, oh my god, instead of GC dev. How do I use DKP Pacman again? What's uninstall? Okay. Okay, there we go. R. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I don't care. We'll just leave it. But we want we dev. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Done. Here we go. Okay, we made it. Okay. So, yeah, these are our resolved functions. That's all fine. These are existing functions and stuff. Yep. Insertion point, sure. Is that right? 8017188. Yeah, so it's this one first. So that's all good. And then this is 188. That's also here. Yep. Okay. That's all good. And then this is 280. Yep. That's all good. So we should be able to go step in. It's not a BL, so we skip it. And then we just do add memory patch, insertion point, routine.data. We have our bytes here. And patch ID is Heiretsu translation. Awesome. That looks good. It's 10 bytes. That's not good. Why is it 10 bytes? It should be 4 bytes. Well, that insertion point 280 should be 4 bytes. It's one instruction. Why is it 10 bytes? 11 bytes. What the hell? Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna move this over here. PowerPC disassembler. PowerPC 32. Big Endian. 389B 181B. Disassemble. Okay, that's not an instruction. 6425592300 3D23. It's not an instruction. What is happening? What is it trying to assemble, first of all, I guess is a question. Like, why is it doing that? Okay, 1 sec. Let's see. So insertion point 806. Okay, well, that's part of our problem. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 7. That's 11. So it is absolutely taking this in as well. You know what? I'm gonna be willing to bet you that it needs to be capitalized. I'm gonna bet money on that. I'm gonna absolutely bet money on that. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna extremely bet money that that is the entire issue, and that's really stupid, but I'm not fixing it right now. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay.
しかし
Yay, it worked kind of.
客船だがその中身もよくもまあここまでと感心するほど
Not
広大に
quite.
作ってやる
Not quite what we wanted. Not quite what we wanted. Okay. I guess we should have looked at... Yeah, so it's DY... It's like backwards? What the hell is happening there? Do I reverse it? Do I reverse it when I do this? I do reverse it. Okay, well, I mean, like, this is stupid, but we can just do D percentage Y hashtag. Like, we should do something to, like, check this. Okay. We should do something to, like, check that. But whatever. Like that's a we inject bug, basically, is what I'm saying. But like I said, I'm not fixing it right now, so. Oh, I assembled it, but I didn't copy and paste it, obviously. Okay. Okay, cook.
洋上で
Ah, it didn't work. Damn. Okay. So let's take a look at this thing here again. That sucks that it didn't work. I'm gonna see what happened here. Like if the overall thing worked here. Okay, let's see here. What happens? Okay, so this is 802C7710 probably, right? And it should... Y7 equals... Oh, is 05 the length of the string, actually? Is that the length? Oh, I wonder if that's the length, right? Because that would make sense. This is the length of it. Right? Okay, here, let's just take a look real quick. There's a way to fix this. If we change this to... You can just do a assemble instruction real quick. I guess we can just change it to we add 2 more characters, so 7. Okay, it's back down there. It's back down there. We're cooking. That's still not quite right, though. Store instruction. Okay. Oh, string length formatted line, right? This is ivar1. It's going into string length. Maybe. Where is it getting this from? Let's see. I mean, like, this 5 is very suspicious to me, but I know it's probably not actually it. The previous one, previous sprintf, doesn't bother with that at all. I still want to make this show up properly, but I don't know how to do that. Hmm. Maybe let's just see what this looks like real quick in here. Let's go to it down here and make sure I didn't mess up. I think I might have messed up down here, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I think I messed up. Yeah, see, it's actually the 0, 0 is here, so it's terminating. Okay, so we have to actually do... Yeah, we have to do 0, 0. Oh, yeah, because it's fully reversed. Okay. So we have to do 0, 0 equals hashtag. Okay. That is probably correct now. Okay. So now we should have it. Now it should work. Assuming that this will work at all. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so far so good. Okay, let's see. Hey! We did it. Okay, second bug fixed, everyone. Second bug fixed. Okay. Clip it. Alright. That is, I think, it for today. We fixed 2 bugs. I'm gonna put a to do fix we inject to not reverse these. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'll do that from outside of this. Fix up, half width, character, half width, numbers. All right. Well, yeah, that fixed everything, folks. Thanks so much for coming out. I'm gonna go to work now. I'm gonna go do my job, my one that I get paid for. Anyway, thanks so much, everyone. I will thank you all for coming out. I'm gonna probably stream again, but not for a little bit, because I'm going to the UK. Maybe I'll stream in the UK. Who knows? But probably not. But thank you all for coming. I will see you around. Goodbye.